Okay, I think we're live.
Oh
Hello
shit. Okay. Whoops.
everyone. I'm Phalanges.
And I am swimming in a sea of unreviewed peripherals.
Welcome to the Mousecast podcast for the week of Friday, September 26th. This week, I don't know, we're talking about the new Scyrox mice on screen.
Lamzu's got a new mouse and WLMouse. There's a couple new releases. They're
Yeah,
from good companies. We're excited. So
yeah. So as always, y'all, we got to do could you do the tweet and the Discord at Mousecast, please?
of course.
Yeah,
Now
thank
that
you.
the stream is live. Yeah.
Yeah, the stream should be live unless I'm going crazy. Um, Anywho, oh yeah. So the first thing for this week is wait a second, I forgot what's on your desk right now. I'll start. What's on my desk right now is nothing special because I don't know. I just like sat down at my computer not that long ago, and I apparently have the Strider plugged in that my wife used to ship an eBay item, and she texted me like, "Where do I plug in a mouse?" And also an Artisan Raiden in soft. I wish it was a firm, but when you get a deal, you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
Oh, my mom used to say that. Oh man. Okay.
I'm
I've
sorry.
got a couple of tens, a 10 and a 10 Air. Yep, that's right.
Tens, yeah, ten,
They're good
signature.
mice thus far. Can I get this up here? And this just absolutely can't quite get it on screen. The dongle is so bright, it's absurd. Maybe this camera is better for this. Let me see. Oh yeah, you can just see the pad. Still have the ruin on my desk. So
Wonderful. So this week, y'all, we do have a poll. A link is in the description. I know I have the date wrong in the title. I will fix it at some point. The poll is: have you ever had to tell somebody to not put something on your mouse pad?
yes,
I actually accidentally had this linked last week, so I think there's some votes already. But I'll vote for you, Daz. Um and I don't know if anyone has any funny stories to share along with this. Oh yeah, 3 votes yes, 1 vote no. So I wonder if we're gonna get more results here live. But for me, it hasn't been too bad. The only thing is when I get packages, which are generally mice, my wife comes and puts them in my office, which is very nice of her, and she usually sets them on the one place that is free on my desk, which is the mouse pad. And I usually don't care, except packages are filthy. Because remember, they slide all around in a delivery vehicle. Like, I don't know, just look at. I'm not gonna dox myself because I'm smarter than that now usually. But I mean, there's just like a
now
nice layer of dust, fine dust. I guess it could be worse. I don't know, Daz. Do you have
it's
any
like
stories?
drink. It's like cups, drink receptacles for me. Well, my office used
Yeah.
to be in like where my daughter's room is now. My wife would come in with like a drink and sit it down. And I'd be like, yeah, it's gonna leave a mark forever. Stop it. Because
Yup.
some pads, I swear, you get water on them, and that water spot won't go away unless you like full wash it. So yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I'll definitely take dust. I'm gonna do the Discord message. We
Oh
are
yeah, good call.
live. Mousecast 047. And boom. I'll do a Twitter also. You guys want to see my Twitter? What happens if I go on my Twitter?
Do the Twitter.
I don't even know. What do we have? Because I know we need to get into our topics. I follow so much mouse news related stuff. Yeah, but I haven't been on this all week. Oh yeah, Fantech. Aria, because they have the Aria. The
Aria,
Aria
yeah.
equipment. Yeah, this thing actually launched. Wait. I'm sorry. 25. Oh, this is a special version called Insider on our website. Okay, I guess the
Oh, okay.
FCC one. Or the RCC one. I don't know what the difference is. FCC RCC one. Anyway, I'll do at no, we do hashtags. 047 is live now. Come say hi. Boom. And it has a thumbnail, so post. Boom. Um Holding my dongle watching this, says Charlie. TMI, brother. Okay, first topic. Finally getting into the first topic. I don't know why this is the first topic, but sure. The doc is out of order. I haven't put that much effort into this week, but we got good news. So this isn't one of the bits of good news. Glorious Model O3 wireless.
I wish it was.
It was the
You
top.
just change that title to 46 plus or minus 3, then maybe I'd be interested in it.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a 3950, 8K hertz polling, 130 million click opticals. Interesting, and that's big, heavy hitting feature. Other than its
Fact that it's big and heavy.
yeah, it looks like looking like a orbital pathfinder, but it's not modular. Is it has hot swap batteries, like the AM Mouse Infinity, whatever that
Oh yeah, you just
monstrosity
stick it
was.
right in the mouse's butt and you keep on playing.
Yeah, very realistic. And how do we feel about? I think that's what I asked here. Do y'all actually want hot swap batteries? What do you think, Daz?
No,
No, why not?
I don't. I don't care. My mice, I haven't had a mouse die on me in like a year. I don't test battery life. So
Yeah,
there you go. Worst review ever.
yeah.
For the average person, maybe I guess back when I used one glorious Model D minus, it was annoying when the mouse died because I would forget to plug it in. But if it adds too much weight, then I'm out.
Yes.
If it throws the weight balancing out, then I'm out. So
Yep. My take is that okay, if you're an 8K hertz enjoyer, then maybe and like you're not a mouse reviewer like Daz is or me where I have like way too many where we're swapping them out all the time anyway. I could see this being a helpful feature. I agree. I would not take it at the cost of weight. I mean the AM Mouse Infinity battery this thing. Oh wait, this is the short circuit video. Oh no, I'm gonna get an ad, aren't I? No? Okay. This thing, dude, remember we were so mad about this thing because Angry Meow. Wow.
yeah,
Angry Meow charges like their keyboards are like $800, right? With this thing kickstarted, wasn't it?
3950 as well.
It was insanely expensive, wasn't it? And I saw it on Reddit the other day, and I was like somebody posted, I forget if they were asking a question or something, and they said, or I said, you know, I want to be angry about that. This is even that somebody actually even purchased this mouse, but it's only $120. So if you compare it compared to a super light, you actually do have a differentiating feature. Anyway, the Glorious, I don't think any of us care. I do like that this thing triple duties as a receiver extension. You have a button for DPI polling adjustment, and it charges your batteries. I do think that's good.
I just how in 2025 did they release this probably 70-gram mouse
Yeah.
when they didn't really have a super light mouse to begin with?
Yeah. You want to see what people say
I don't
then?
know.
What happened to Glorious is the top comment. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
I
Glorious
want them to be
is
good. I continue to hold out hope for reasons unknown, but
I feel like Glorious
it was the first peripheral company I dove into that wasn't
Yeah.
Razer, basically.
people like to crap on Glorious. I'm
still have
sorry,
that mouse.
guys. They really popularized honeycomb. I mean, you can say that Final Mouse was innovators or whatever, but Glorious was the first one in big box stores showing people that like lightweight does matter, even at the expense of something ridiculous like having honeycomb in a mouse. And then they came out with like good mice for their release time: the Model O Pro, the Series 1 Pro, the Model D Pro. The quality just wasn't quite there for the price. So I feel like Glorious is maybe course correcting too harshly here, you know? I don't know. We're also the enthusiasts, so what we say doesn't really matter because we're not the majority of the purchase customer base. They went all out super gimmick. Twin of Corsair. That's the thing though, guys. I forget which company I was talking to in their DMs. They're out of touch. But the person I was DMing was like, yeah, mouse review is not the target audience because it's such a minority. Sad but true.
Hmm.
follow up, kind of quick aside, follow up on last week. I talked about in DMs with Asus about they wanted to like get better market share of r/mouse market kind of thing. And after going back and forth with one other guys, we just are totally on different pages and like respectfully so. Asus is pretty much in the DMs from the one guy, which is kind of his opinion, but I think it speaks volumes. It's basically Asus is on this course of very expensive direct price compete with Razer and Logitech, and they don't want to change from that. Because I brought up how Ponage did the same. They were highly priced, but now they're coming out with a $100. What is the mouse called? The modular one.
Sim 3. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. And I'd like brought that up, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't want to be perceived as a more budget brand." Okay, dude. I hope your sales are good because here in the U.S., I don't think they are, but maybe that's.
I wouldn't believe it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we do have. I mean, there are other mice that have this feature, which I literally modded out to reduce weight.
This in the Ling Bao. What, M3? I don't know. M9.
Dude, this is
This
actually
mouse was uninspiring. Oh, 404 rip. I
Yeah.
put it in a roundup because I wasn't inspired by it. So
It's a shame because after I battery swapped it, dude, I'm not even kidding, Daz. If it wasn't for those slippery coating, this would be my favorite Viper V3 Pro clone. I'm not even kidding.
it's just a bit smaller. It's not quite the full
Ever
size.
so slightly, and because of the
Yeah.
ridiculous battery, oh my gosh, what did I do here? Because of the because of the ridiculous hot swap battery compartment, the sensor's farther forward too, which is
Oh,
nice.
right. Yeah.
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 Yeah, and I Omron optical swapped it because it uses 5-pin TTC V2s. Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the next bit of news. Scyrox V12. This is what's in the thumbnail here. So I don't know where this is from, but specs are according to this, and I guess there's like some. Oh yeah, we do have specifications here. So that's looking like an ergo, huh?
Those
3950.
side buttons are fat.
Yup, Nordic 52840. So not 54 series. I'm on opticals.
The weight's
Look
insane.
at that. Yes, the weight's insane. It looks smaller though. So it's 122 by 66 by 43. That is a tall, stubby boy. So let's go to ELO and check Dex dimensions right now. Wait a second. Hang on. I should actually show you guys. Let's take a look more at the mouse before I go look at dimensions. But yeah, 43 plus or minus 3 grams. Encoder is a Scyrox custom. Whatever that means. Okay.
It's a shame to see them sticking entirely to their model of the previous mice, like the Amron opticals, the very lightweight. They didn't like switch to FEs. They didn't change anything else.
Yeah.
I respect that. I mean, I'm happy
I
about
do
it.
too.
I'll definitely try this out. To answer your question, you're going to ask me in about a minute.
I'm trying to find. There were more pictures that someone had.
Yeah, you should. We saw them like 10 minutes ago before we started the stream, right?
Yeah. Not this one.
Let me see if I can find it.
Okay, it was a reply to one of these main posts. Well, anywho. Oh, I haven't been checking chat. Anyway, while you check that, I actually want... Okay, I'm going to watch this, guys. Live fix the video title, September 26th. If I can spell that correctly.
Oh, if you search it on Twitter, it's the first response or first result.
Okay. Go to my real Twitter because like none of it works if you're not logged in. Scyrox V12. Thank you from Citrus. Thank you, Citrus. Look at those giant side buttons. That is delicious. Got fuzzy on it. Yeah, are we thinking chat? Are we thinking Dex? Are we thinking Dex, brothers?
Dex Mini? Dex smaller Dex
Mini?
maybe?
Yeah, so let's go to ELO
Right,
shapes.
the Dex isn't 122, is it? It's like 125? 4?
I think so.
3,
126
Oh wow. So 4 millimeters.
by 68 by 44. So this is a millimeter shorter in height. It's narrower. What do they say? 65. And it is. Oh, okay. This is how we're gonna zoom. It
5, just
is
laid it.
66 and
66.
122. Okay. So it's
And
not
15 grams, 16 grams later. That's impressive.
yeah. And not like a true mini size. It's gonna feel smaller, but not, I don't know. Okay, well, Daz, what do you think? If this releases at $70 like the other Scyrox mice, is this another absolute banger?
Probably. I don't see why not. Maybe they'll make the skates better this time. I was not a fan. I know some people were,
Yeah,
but
they were just okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, isn't that crazy how quickly the mouse market's moving? Like Cyrex, I would consider like S tier. Like that's where like it's solid performance, solid weight, solid clicks, all these things. It's not like industry leading in every regard, but it's such an easy recommendation. But now the market has gotten better. Like here's one that's under $70 that I would say is better than a V8. You
When
know?
I grab a Cyrox, it feels a little less impressive now than it did when I unboxed it, basically, and reviewed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I? Yeah. What did I say was better than Cyrox? Oh, I said that the VGN F2 was better.
I would agree.
It feels
Yeah.
better. Yeah, and I think the L7
Yeah.
Plus is as well. Yeah.
And you haven't weight modded yours either. Mine battery swap is down to like 43 grams.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah,
I'm not going to sell this thing. I like it too much.
Yeah. Do we have anything on release date or price? This post translates to Cyrox to release new mouse V12. Finally, the ergonomic design is now available. Moreover, Japan's first exhibition decided. Please come to the venue and experience the feel of the grip. So this, I don't know who Rabbit is, but okay. You know, I'm trying to get Tevolution Joel on the podcast, which he is committed, guys. He did say he will be on a date TBD, but they're also in Japan right now at an exhibition, so maybe it's the same exhibition. Okay. Next bit of news. Lamzu, speaking of Cyrox Lamzu family, new Lamzu mice. Look at this. So we have here the Lamzu Tula BK. So we saw this earlier, like a carbon fiber with this braille metal inlay. But then looky here, we have two fingertip mice. Look at that.
Interesting. I do like the plate, like the Lamzu badge on there almost. It looks kind of nice.
Yeah.
I don't know how it feels in the hand. It's a fingertip mouse though, so
You think that's gonna be a new level of customization?
like different colors or even just like put your own words on there.
Yeah.
Seems like a Pulsar thing.
Doesn't it? Brands are always doing something to stand out though. Cyrox, I don't know. I do like that Cyrox. Well, they release. Look at this in their brochure. They do colors. I like that. Although going pink and black, I guess that was a little bit of a miss. Kind of harder to tell. What mice also have a very obvious, like, the design tells you what brand it is. I mean, WLMouse. Just because there's not a ton of magnesium stuff out there. Yeah. Incot with their colorways is very obvious. Like the teal.
Yeah, I haven't even touched this 039 in like a week. Dang.
Yeah. Oh, Zowie, says Stefan. That's another good example. Yeah, you can just look at a Zowie mouse and yeah. Vaxi too. Yeah, so it's important, but there are other brands where it's obviously a miss, like Attack Shark, Ajaz, the cloners, were like, oh, could be any ATK. Not super. I mean, like other than some of their special colorways, but even then, like metallic purple is mainstream now. Yeah. Let's see if we have any more details on this. Anyone know what the one on the right is called? Oh yeah, by the way, this also says Maya cloth. So is that what this pad is?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Interesting design.
Yeah, it is. What do you think of, I know you don't use fingertip mice much, but what do you think of the shape, Daz?
I mean, it looks nice. I like that tall back hump to maybe get some stability more like up in your hand there. We have side buttons. That's always a plus. It's very aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah. It reminds
I've
me
never
of
tried one of this shape. I've only really tried the X2F, which I sold. So
yeah. For me, the flat sides remind me of the Darmo Shark M5.
oh yeah.
And we don't really have comfort groups. They're like pretty flat buttons. Side buttons, that front one's kind of truncated. Rather flat sides, a little bit of hip flare here. I'm thinking it's going to feel it's like going to be the potato of fingertip mice. It's hard to tell size, but it might feel a little bit, it might be one of the larger fingertips. I don't know how it compares to the Tula here. So
What's the Tula shape? Do we know
it
much about that?
looks a lot like a Maya mid hump. It looks,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
or Maya X. Well, yeah, one of the others. I don't know. Here we go. Let's see. Anyone know what the one on the right is called? Nameless for now. Is the engraving bling? What kind of blind person would play an FPS because of the braille? um, here's the original tweet. Translate post. Oh yeah, here we go. TGS 2025. Okay, so that is the trade show, I guess. TGS 2025. Oh yeah, look at these guys. Can we tell what's?
They're Beatsteaks Pro.
Yeah, Beastex Pro, Beastex. What's the name of their Meow? Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is a Luna Fury. This is a Luna Fury. Oh yeah, these are all
Oh yeah.
Lunas. Look at how aggressive the slope is on the buttons. And then I don't know what these are. These might be more Lunas.
Could be.
Oh, look at
Man,
Unusual Ways has skates.
oh yeah. The side slits on that Beastex Max there are jarring after using the Pro.
Yeah.
I think it's a Max at least. It looks like it.
Yeah. And this is the ones with the thicker ribs.
Yeah.
Gaze skates. Look at that. Magic Ice, Donut, Silver. Yeah, I'm familiar with these ones, but not these gaze ones. They look like gemstones. They might be glass skates.
I think
Yeah.
they were unique materials. Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, can I search?
Skates aren't that interesting to me.
They
If I'm
are.
being honest.
They do have a like.
I find good usable ones. I'm like, all right, cool. Like,
They get expensive. If you're like a mouse reviewer where you have so many mice, it doesn't make sense. But if you're like a mainer, if you're like a Matty OW with 3 GPXs and that's it, I guess I get
then
it.
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
I
here
was
we
more
go.
into skates when I had less mice. That's fair.
Yes. So here's another picture of those mice. Wow, this makes it look elongated. Look at how elongated the buttons look. Interesting.
Oh yeah.
The scroll wheel with the white accent down there is interesting. Unless it's like an optical wheel. Hang on, Daz, that might be interesting. See the notches here? I wonder if that's an
Oh
optical
yeah.
wheel, like what Zowie does. Zowie FK scroll wheel. I'm searching FK because I wanted to see one of their older scroll wheels. Yeah. So they do an optical scroll wheel. There's like a bunch of detents here, and there's a little ball on springs, and that's what makes it notchy. And that's why old Zowie wheels are so darn loud. Yeah, and then it's optical because as it turns it, there's a little pinwheel gate. I wonder if they're doing an optical encoder there too. That does seem to be the meta right now with new releases. Yeah, this just looks like a Maya, dude. The Tula, but I'm sure it's not. Tula made of carbon fiber, approximately 46 grams. The Maya Champion Edition, we talked about this previously. It's just an update to the Maya 8K compatible. Oh yeah, so we can talk about the next little bit, which is the Thorn V2. Lamzu Thorn V2. Thorn V2. Both in black. Looks like they have different color scroll wheels
It just
here.
looks like they de-thornified it. Like, it doesn't look like the thorn shape anymore, right? They made it longer and less bulbous and narrower.
Yeah.
What are we doing? That's not a thorn.
Yeah, V2. Name it something else.
Name it the 179 V2 Titan Max edition.
My gosh. Yeah, it really does. I mean, they did kind of keep the aesthetic of the buttons, I guess.
This could be like camera angle, but I don't think
I don't think.
it is.
Are we crazy? Are we crazy, Daz? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Let's see if
I know that my
Thorn V2.
mice get distorted because of a slight tilt to my camera the way I have it set up. If I like put a longer and a shorter mouse next to each other, they can look the same length. Even like moving it an inch on my pad, so like maybe it's camera distortion, but
Yeah. Yeah, Seko in chat says it doesn't look like a thorn anymore, my favorite shape. But their description here says shape has minor changes. Wheels are thicker. Oh, yeah, the scroll wheel, I noticed that too. Evolutionary upgrade coveted by thorn users. I would not mind, dude. The ratios in my thorn are like the main reason I don't use it that much.
mm.
So I guess that's good. Oh, here's more pictures. Dude, I need to follow this guy. Am I not? Holy crap. Oh, bro. Yes. Look at that. Flatter side.
Oh,
They're
okay.
doing the Zowie skate magnetic charging thing. Whoa. Companies are all over the place.
Solid bottoms are here to stay.
I guess so.
That's quite the dip on the right side. That curves, that like caves in. It's very pronounced.
This right here.
Yeah, is that how the thorn is? I haven't touched a thorn in a while.
Yeah. I want to say. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
It does look like it might be more vertical. Like the bottom actually looks pretty similar, doesn't it, guys? Doesn't it, chat? Ignore the huge skate difference. But I didn't realize the thorn from the bottom kind of has a little bit of an elongated shape. What they might be doing is this hip flare right here. They might be pulling that down more. So it actually might still be the same grip width, but I think the sides might be more vertical. The magnetic charging is really interesting. Really interesting. Thorn V1 and V2. I mean, at the show, they showed them both off. You can tell these have a decent coating on them. The side buttons, dude, the Thorn side buttons are really good. I don't really think these look thinner on the V2. Oh, look at that. The click height's lower. Doesn't that look lower?
Well, that's a massive change. Yeah, it does look way lower.
It might be.
Yeah,
That
which
might
again
be
could be.
camera.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. Skates are huge. Big front skate, even with the Zowie style. I assume that's charging. Yeah. Here's more Tula pics. What does he say about a wireless power play system that can be retrofitted to conventional models for an additional 4 grams? Oh, yeah. This was big news too. This is actually one of the topics. So Lamzu now has, like, remember the power play mat from Logitech? Or Razer has whatever.
Yeah, this is a nothing burger, right? If it takes. It has to be their pad, right?
I believe so. A
Or is it just that
wireless.
little. Yeah.
I'm guessing power supply system. Yeah.
Conventional models
But
operate
okay.
indefinitely.
So having to pair it to a specific pad, does that totally kill this in the enthusiast market? Like, think outside yourself. Do you think Lamzu, let's say they actually do put some effort into this wireless charging system and they do come up with 3 surfaces, kind of like what SteelSeries did with the QCK performance line. Is that enough, or is the enthusiast community who actually buys Lamzu products, are they just nope, instantly nope?
Are people looking for this functionality in this community? Probably not, right?
I don't know.
I feel like the same people who want swappable batteries want this, probably. I feel like that's a minority.
Yeah.
For the average person who's that's not going to buy this. So yeah, because they don't know about it.
Yeah, it'll be expensive. I suppose where it could be beneficial is, imagine if, wait, how come this doesn't already exist? You just like put this on your desk or something, and then it has the pad, and the pad is just plastic, and then you just put your actual mouse pad that you like on top of it.
And it's just like strong enough to work. Yeah.
Yeah. Like wireless charging, I know the like distance is a very critical thing. But well, in my opinion, it's very simple. Uh, Nordic 54 series and a 300 milliamp hour battery. Done.
We're just like so not concerned with battery life.
Yeah. If my
Or
mouse
maybe
gets,
it's a blind spot. I don't know.
I don't know. Oh, why would you swap a battery? Yeah, Darth Madrid in chat, 500 plus hour on like an 800 milliamp hour Rapoo mouse. Yeah, because that's the thing. This adds 4 grams of weight. 4 grams of weight will get you about, like for additional milliamp hours, that's probably another
Like
250.
Ooh, nice. Good guess for me.
Yeah, it was. That was a very good guess.
Yeah.
So
As a not battery modding person. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, so I want to go back to the Tula pictures, the Braille edition. It looks sick, I've got to admit.
It looks like I just opened a loot crate in PUBG, honestly. But it does look good. It also looks like I did put a sheet over my bed. Or my pillow. Like the way that like wraps around the bottom there.
It does. I wonder if they had to do with the carbon fiber molding and they just needed to see, because it's interesting that it screws upward.
Right.
So it's not your traditional clamshell. Why they went with hearts, I don't know, but sure. Why not make it a gimmick? Hearts and skulls. No wireless magnetic charging little puck thing on it. I don't know what they mean by retrofit. You see that?
Yeah.
How?
Retrofitted to conventional models.
Oh, you know what it is? MCHO's K7 Ultra disassembly. Here we go. So this guy called Man Phalanges on Mouse Review. I swear he has no life and posts there way too much. Weeb?
Dweeb.
Oh, I was like, I don't think I have too many anime.
You're like, do I? Oh my god, what's happening?
Yeah, wireless charging. If you guys don't know, this is what it looks like. So ignore the magnets. This is from the MCHO's K7. This mouse. Yes. And wireless charging looks like this. So this is the battery tray. No, this held this, and then I think it held the battery on the other side. These soldered into the PCB. So an electrical engineer here, can totally correct me, but my understanding is you take a coil of wires like this, and on a wireless magnetic charger, you have another coil of wires, and the electrons flow in a circular path, like a windings on a motor or whatever, and that induces a magnetic field, and that magnetic field then can move electrons in the mating coil. So think of it as like you have one spinny thing over here, and then you bring the stationary thing close to it, and then eventually they spin together, and that's how you're like wirelessly charging. It's eddy currents, right? Eddy currents, electrical. Yeah, eddy currents. Yeah, something. Okay, well, I guess there's a perpendicularity to it that I'm messing up, but whatever. Point is, so when they say that it can be retrofitted in to anything, I'm guessing it's like this, but maybe you somehow plug this plus a battery into the existing like JST connector in a mouse. But then I would imagine you got to put this like this in the K7. It's mounted flush to the base.
Yeah.
So I don't know exactly how they achieve that, but I guess that's a cool option. I still think the problem is that it locks you in with, like, what if they just sold this retrofit magnetic charging kit with a magnetic dock instead of the whole pad thing? I don't know.
There's a subsect of people who love docks. I can tell you that much from my experience.
They
won't buy a mouse unless it has a dock.
Yeah. Love those docks.
Big thick dock.
So speaking of big thick docks, WLMouse came out swinging with a new release, the WLMouse Phantom, or Huan. I don't really know. Can someone in chat help us? This is a full solid magnesium shell, but you wouldn't guess from the renderings, although maybe you would. So
no, it's plastic. Yeah.
WLMouse beats Final Mouse to a full magnesium solid outer. I don't know. H20
This
chip.
looks like an HTS Ultra V6 Scyrox V6 shape to me. Is it not?
Oh, maybe. I was thinking more. We saw a picture of the bottom somewhere, and I was thinking more
Oh,
Final
okay.
Mouse still.
I haven't seen that yet.
Um, Pretty Mice Supremacy. Okay.
Huan means phantom illusion in Chinese.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Charlie in chat. I will be there no matter what. What is this fanboy saying? um. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. Okay, Wanling GG new product release, world's first magic magnesium gaming peripheral. The Wanling Huan series wheels are dazzling. The first non-porous magnesium alloy mouse. Find Max Noah would like to have a word. Diamond cut high gloss finish. Cool. Only 47 plus or minus 2 grams.
Only 50
49
grams.
grams.
Okay.
Dual H20 chips. So I'm guessing this means in dock. I'm sorry, dock in receiver and in mouse.
You skip the voice and on-screen receiver. You're not intrigued by that?
Oh shoot, I did skip that. First to feature voice and on-screen receiver. What? Daz,
Is
translate.
does the dongle have a screen on it? So also not first. Yeah, T-Evolution did that. Not to mention
Darmo Shark
others.
did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I go to?
We're just bullshitting now.
Yeah, we're just making stuff up.
The
Gotta
voice
sell the
receiver,
mice.
I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna try translating this to
Voice command. If it's like in conjunction with the voice command, sure.
integrated voice command screen display mouse receiver.
If it's the first of that, then yes, sure.
Wait, is it like a little AI assistant
Little
weeaboo
Siri.
on your desk?
Dongle, call me a weeb. Change my DPI too. Can it like encourage you while you're gaming and tell you that you're just reinforce you, like, positive reinforcement, life coach dongle?
Oh my gosh! And it just responds back with, "You should have bought the mini size. You should have bought the
Exactly.
solid
Alexa,
side
change my
version."
DPI. Yeah. Change my DPI. No, you just suck, dude. Sorry.
Rarzy say it will just say no English. Yeah, the English in English all it knows how to say is no.
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 Oh man.
Does the arm move? Like, can it wave at me?
This is pretty
That colorway looks sick.
I know
Yeah.
the arm move. I know. I hope it does. Yeah, that colorway was pretty sick. I want to get to the chipsets, but I wanted to first find there were more pictures. I'm almost certain I saw a picture of the bottom. We do like those bottom pictures. Oh, WLMouse.
They have IEMs too.
They do.
Randomly?
So there's also the Huan IEM Hi-Fi Esports earphones, new hybrid dynamic plus balanced armature architecture. Okay, big words that mean nothing, right? Huan.
I mean, they mean something, but yeah. I've become bored of IEMs, so
Until it's reviewed. I mean, this is all just, I don't know. Maybe hybrid actually means something, but dynamic plus balanced armature. So it has two armatures.
it's saying there's two different types of drivers in there. Yeah, this is the hybrid.
That's not new, is it? I don't know.
No, it's been done plenty of times. Yeah, that's just what they chose to go with. Yeah, I know about 2% about IEMs. So HE switches in the Magnesium keyboard,
which is also called Huan. Why, dude? Huan or Huan?
They're all Huan.
I wonder if
Yeah.
I know. I wonder if this like auto-generated subtitles for this are JUHN AAN.
At least we know I'm probably almost definitely saying it wrong. So
yeah, I know. So the Magnesium mouse has 4 classic colors plus 3 diamond cut glossy finishes. You and I like a glossy finish. That's pretty cool.
yeah,
I'm down with solid sides, dude. I'm so over slits. So over slits, dude. Just give me an updated Strider, please. I will pay full price. Anyway, here's the classic colors, I guess. These are the 4 classic colors. Which is your favorite, Daz?
probably silver,
I think so.
metallic metal. Yeah.
How about the diamond cut? We have a Ripley silver purple, a starry pink white, and this is gonna be your answer, isn't it?
Bottom one is my answer. Yeah, Rosie's, was it Rosie's? No, S3KO, whatever. I don't like a mouse with no pinky rest. Yeah, this looks very unfriendly to front right pinky resters like myself. High pinch probability potentially, or on click resting, which is never good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a good looking shape, but it's kind of an older.
What's that gap? Is it coloration, or is there a massive gap between the top of M1 and M2 there?
Coloration. They see how they chamfered the edges.
Okay. Yeah.
That I think actually looks really
It does. Solid Magnesium shell is cool.
I wonder how they get this color. It looks good though. Yeah, you know, WLMouse, that's crazy. They come out with some interesting stuff. Here's the keyboard for the two people who care. Is this showing like the structure? Sure. And there's the IEMs for the one person who cares. Okay.
I have all these keyboards. I whipped out the Epomaker HE80, like $55 plastic keyboard, and it's enjoyable. It's funny.
Know. So I do want to briefly go to. So this mentioned dual H20 chips, Nordic, and I want to find the dude's
That's
reply.
the higher power, less endurant H chip, right? The 54.
Yes. So shout out to Pidger on our Discord, who I asked what the difference was between the Nordic. Have you noticed, Daz? There's the Nordic 54L15 and the Nordic 54H20. So that's what. So the Razer Death Adder V4 has the H20, which is the high power Nordic 54. The L15 is the low power, and that's what Rapoo and ATK Duckbill is using. Right?
Yes, I believe. Which is the one we are leading toward, if I recall correctly. This was very informative.
Yes. So is this is a lot of chatting. Guys, join our Discord, link in the description. I don't think I teased that earlier. But I could have sworn...
I hate Compact Discord so much.
I could have sworn... Oh yeah, here we go. So Pager had this. So the L15 is using a 128 megahertz ARM Cortex M33 processor, and I saw on the H20 that was clocked up to 320 megahertz. Everything else looked, if I recall, like everything else looked pretty much the same. Oh yeah, here's the H20. Yeah, so clocked up to 320 megahertz. So I don't know. Yeah, this is way beyond my knowledge, but is the higher clock speed really that beneficial? Because compared to a 52840, 128
We've
megahertz.
already doubled it.
Yeah. But then again, it's also a different CPU. But anyway, I don't know. Smarter people than us could talk about this, but I don't know.
Yeah, just Razer, more informed in different areas. But yeah.
Yeah, Razer opted for the H20 in their Death Adder. So they could have gone higher battery life, and instead they chose the H20. I don't know.
That makes sense for them, I think.
Personally, I mean, maybe if you have like some crazy future plans with it, I don't know. Personally, like me as a halfway informed consumer, I'm going to go with the lower power draw.
Yeah. It's already got more power than we had before, but we can draw less power. Or we can draw less power, but be more powerful. Whatever. That was not very eloquent.
Okay. Let's move on to, how are we doing on timing? 44 minutes in. Here's a quick little one. Whoops. I just saw this, so why not post it? Akitsu Medium Founders Edition. I know nothing about this, Daz, but this is from Arbiter Studio.
Neither do I.
It's just, this is the only picture I've seen. And then Jake, you replied, please tell me there's a coding this time. And they said, just confirm no coding since it adds a bit of weight. I am not at all
Please add the
interested.
weight.
I know, I know. Bro, give me a gram and a half more for a coated mouse. I think that's all I have on it. I'm really not interested. Somebody in our Discord, Daz, did you see that? They were like, "Are you gonna try one?"
Did they ask us?
Yeah, they asked
Or
you
just in
and me.
general?
Yeah. They
Oh,
they asked you. They added, I think, you and me being like, "Are you guys gonna get Arbiter or
no.
Kitsu?"
Never
No.
have even had one to begin with. That's no.
My reply was, "Yeah, if I can snag one for $30 shipped." And he
Why
was like,
people are
"It's
very excited in the comments here, right? Like beautiful, holy. What did spec say? No side holes is epic.
so medium. It's gonna be larger, I guess." Um,
Mousecast says, who cares?
yeah, I don't know. You got to do something to really stand out this day and age, and I'm pretty sure the Arbiter Kitsu, it's just made in the like Vancer studio, right? It's literally just a what's the Vancer that you have?
Did I DM Arbiter at one point? Who the hell did I DM?
Or Thrash.
I did DM Arbiter at one point, and they did never respond. Okay, cool.
Hmm.
Oh, the 5 Max guy is who I was talking to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's Buds of Psyche. Okay. Tangent. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Next bit of news. I want to move on from this. Who cares? James Darnkey. James
James Durnkey. Yeah.
RSR7 is actually officially released. It's actually
Oh,
available
it is.
on. Yeah, dude. Look at
Give me
this.
the Rakuten. I'm not buying it until Rakuten's higher.
Rakuten's 12 right now, which is not bad. Did you see
Ooh.
somebody in our chat post in our Discord posted a link that checks if the mouse you're looking at is eligible for cash back or not? So like
I
I've
never
had
really had a problem with that. Have you?
tons of problems. I have to like go back every single one of my like probably 75% of my purchases I have to go back and file a missing cash back. And I do
Oh,
usually get it, but this will just guarantee it. It's a link checker. You paste the link in. I don't know.
I did see that. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
pinned it. I
Cool.
I was like, yeah, I have not spent any time at home this week, so I need to look into it before I give any recommendations. Anywho, yeah, the RSR 7's 3950, 8K, 43 grams for Mac and Windows. Okay. James Adernke. So it has this interesting pattern on it. There are three variants to it. Um, the highest tier variant is this transparent with apparently it's a carbon fiber shell. Apparently, innovative carbon fiber shell, Realtek master chip. So it's not a new Nordic. 8K hertz self-developed web driver, 3950 sensor, 20,000 FPS mode, 43 grams. So I think that's plus or minus 3. Um,
As light as 38 for more lightweight players. What if I'm a heavyweight player? We
but that
discriminating here?
they're saying 200 milliamp hour battery and dot feet pads can be replaced by users themselves. Are you seriously advertising a weight after modding?
Wow, that's a choice.
Yeah. Well, 43 grams is what they advertise it. Shell
Everybody should start putting that in their descriptions just to really piss us off.
shell as thin
49
as
plus 10. Sorry.
0.65 grams. They have split skates, which I'm not a big fan of, but at least they're decently big. They remind me a bit of the Fine Max Noah. Um, well, to me, the transparent looks that doesn't look like carbon fiber. That looks like polycarbonate, smoked polycarbonate. But whatever.
Can you have transparent carbon fiber?
I don't think so. I think you can't injection mold carbon fiber anyway. Like you can
Yeah.
do chopped, I think, in
Uh-huh.
like really, really small granules, but it's also I'm sure it's like really hard on all the
This
tooling.
mouse, this claims to be carbon fiber.
Yeah.
Feels really nice in hand, but oh wow, this camera. Ooh, I like that. Anyway,
Yeah, that was impressive.
that's nice.
K-Strike button technology. It's kind of hard to tell here. I don't know what that means, but they're just saying front, middle, back press buttons have a uniform feel. Okay. 3D stereoscopic pattern. I think that is the like pattern that they have into it. which I hope I can't feel that. What do you think about that, Daz?
Depends on how many nerds clusters I just ate. I have no idea. It could be hit or miss for me.
Yeah.
Probably. Wait, does it go across the entire side of the mouse?
Yeah.
So you're gonna touch it no matter what? Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather just have it be smooth.
Same. I hope that's like on the inside. If that's on the inside, then
Yeah.
that's actually pretty tasteful. But
Aesthetic. Cool. Yeah.
yeah. 43 grams. Here's the exploded view. Decently small PCB. Why split skates? Just why?
It's a great
Okay.
question.
Yeah.
I complain about it when there's like a shell-based reason for it, let alone when you just do it. So
Man, people are being like, is RGB making a comeback? I forget what other mouse they were talking about that with, but this has an RGB scroll wheel. Cool. TTC dustproof. Oh, this is interesting. It's using TTC dustproof gold micro switches. These are an old micro switch that were popular along the time of the KLGM 8.0s. It was kind of this versus KLGMs. Yeah. I don't dislike these. I actually do like these switches. They're just loud. But I have like never had double clicking problems with these. They're good switches. They're just kind of loud. Anyway, there's more pictures of the shape. So look, Daz, it's another Sora.
no, that's why that's stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, Daz, if this was like $40, I'd probably pick one up. But yeah,
For my purposes, this is not going to pop as a review, so I'm probably not going to get one unless it's on sale with 30% cash back and there's a good coupon. I mean, the coupons are always good, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. For $40, I'm in, but it's not interesting enough to me. It's not like when this exists. You know,
that's the answer. Yeah, the truth, really.
Yeah. What do you think of this yellow color?
As some have said, it looks like pee. It looks like you peed in a cup and you didn't drink enough water. Yeah, frozen pee. Yep.
Yeah, I love yellow, but the transparent yellow ain't it, guys.
It's just not. It's not there. No.
You saw that comment too. I was wondering. Yeah, it's bad. $70 for the long life. Ugh, so you gotta pay. You gotta get upcharged to get the yellow P version. Okay, well.
I think the black looks way better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a solid. Yeah, so the cheapest version is they just say is plastic, but then the ultra one is carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber.
So the ultra one is also where you get the stupid inlay pattern. What might not be stupid if it's on the inside. What's this?
Is it a controversial take that if my mouse is well made and feels good in hand, I don't give a single crap what it's made of? Like, I don't care what material it is. It's just, it doesn't matter to me.
Surface texture and coating matters, but yeah, I know, I agree. Who was I? Oh, that I was talking to Asus about that. Remember they said like that to justify their price tag of the Harpy Ace RG Harpy Ace 2. They were like
they put a lot of there's like a nylon, some sort of material they put a lot of time and effort in. Yeah, bio-friendly.
Bio nylon. Yeah. And the MSRP I want to say is $170. It's so hard to find where to buy one, dude. It's so weird. Amazon? Yeah, $170 by the way. It's a shame. It's a really good mouse.
That price.
I would still rather have a Viper V3 Pro. There's a Viper V3 Pro faker for $90 on eBay. I posted it to Deals USA. Yeah, join our Discord, guys, if you want deals. Next,
I was debating whether or not to be tempted by any of those posts, and then I got distracted. So,
yep.
We go look at them now and ignore the stream. Have fun.
Yeah. Okay. Jazz's shopping stream.
See ya. All right.
You know, if I did
$60, what do we got here?
If I legitimately did a shopping live stream, I think it would get some views. The deals.
My X is only 55 now. It already went down $5.
I'm sorry. What went down $5?
That my X that was 60 is 55 now. And there's a
Whoa.
$5 Venmo coupon. If you want a $50 Maya X, eBay.com has one right now. Anyway.
Yeah. Join our. Well, you got to promote the Discord.
Yeah, join the Discord and then go buy the mouse.
New
I hate.
Rapoo. Yeah.
Do I want a Faker Viper V3? Stop Phalanges. We're shopping. No,
No, dude, you can
don't.
have mine, and you can have
Oh,
mine,
your
and
shell
I'm
you
gonna
bought.
get the green one.
Okay.
I
Oh
need
yeah,
to,
that's
I
right.
need
The
to
like
demod mine if you.
chemical lime green. Yeah.
Yeah. Rapoo VT9 Max 2nd Gen. So I guess they're doing 2nd Gen with a bunch of their stuff. Rapoo, by the way, is like an $800 million market cap company. I had no idea. Dual Lord. It's like a anime western movie. Dual Lord. 750 milliamp hour battery because they're using the new Nordic 54L15 chip. 53 grams plus or minus 3 grams, which is actually insane because this is probably using the 800 milliamp hour battery that they use, which is like, you could mod this down to like 42 grams probably. So the VT9 already existed, and it was this abominable
I have one right
Rapoo
here.
VT9. It's just not a, yeah, it's like
The side buttons are actually horrendous.
Yeah. A-tier specs in a 2019 shape. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't trash the company though.
There's
Rapoo good.
Rapoo good.
Don't talk bad about Rapoo. That will come for you.
There's gotta be people who absolutely love this shape though. Something about like the really whack hip flare.
No, it's yeah. These mice are very well priced on Amazon as well.
Oh yeah.
A question for those of you who have Rapoo mice: do any of them have a nice coating? Because these don't.
No, the older ones no. But yeah, I mean it's a 3950.
They're the Gen 2s. I guess no, this is a Gen 2 VT7 right here, which actually feels decent. It's good for the price. It's a big shape. It's comfortable.
Their 2nd gen stuff is all pretty solid. So it looks like this 2nd
Gen 2 Max has a decent coating. Okay, thank you. Yep. Good to know.
So yeah, they actually have some decent features here. Let's pick like I would never buy the Max. $39.50 for $24 more. A pass. So their features here: 53 grams, rage racing mode for 20,000 FPS, huge battery life. Their nano receiver that has the LED on it. More people need to do this. That's really nice, actually.
Ooh, yeah.
So you can see your DPI.
Do these have that? Nope. Okay.
Oh, mine did. Kale custom encoder. Yeah, they actually do a good job with their Kale encoders. It's like a GE 5.0 encoder, which is their nomenclature. They're actually good tactile but quiet encoders. 800 milliamp hour battery, a hub, which is their web hub. 3 colorway versions. This is deep purple. This is actually a pretty good looking mouse, don't you think?
Looks like grape juice.
Yeah.
Welch's grape juice.
They get a skin-friendly coat. The purple gets a skin-friendly coating. The black and white just get a frosted process, unless you step up to the max version.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Rage killer murder mode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the bottom. Okay, they did update the skates. Yeah, it looks a little bit safer.
The skates are different. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it might just feel GPX, but with more hip flare, which maybe isn't a bad thing. They updated the side buttons. They look better. Nothing earth-shattering.
A mouse.
And yeah, I want to see. I wanted to see dimensions, but I don't know if we're gonna get that. Yeah, low power mode. Oh, 2 switch options, obviously. Omron mechanical. Yuck. They're Razor custom, which I'm pretty sure they're Raisha. I think.
It's a mechanical, right?
Mechanical Omrons for the low tier. High tier gets.
Oh, Omron mechanical field custom micro optical. Okay, the graphic is just horrible. Okay.
This might be FE's actually. Then I don't know. Yeah, graphics bad. Oh, here's dimensions. Okay, 125 by 65 by 39. Okay, it's like a GPX but with more hip flare. Okay, and mid hump. You know, this actually is not a bad buy for a lot of people. Like, dude, if you want a GPX,
A lot of their mice. Yeah, yeah.
you get dual people. Some people like these DPI buttons up top. Yeah, you battery swap this dude, and you have like a 44-gram GPX.
With a bit more like back stability to
Yeah,
like my thumb fits the curvature on this like really well. Like right as it curves is where my thumb sits on this. It's very comfortable.
yeah, that's interesting.
My thumb is
Okay.
like so far back it's not funny though. So yeah.
How about next mouse? VGN King Magnesium. This I think we talked about. We mentioned it very previously. We don't have a ton more information other than just what Goated Devilung has posted. So this is from VGN. Polar code technology. Oh, the translation. 1600 frequency hopping times per second. That's a wireless thing. Polar code 791 megahertz channels. So this is this ultra wideband? Closed uppercase. They're calling it VGN Dragonfly King Magnesium Alloy. Available on sale 6 p.m. October 15th. Mark your calendars. First magnesium mouse with a keel structure. So keel structure, they're meaning this inner skeleton. And something neat I can already see here is
Like the 10.
Yeah, like the 10, like the GPX, like the Viper V3.
Mini mice. Yeah.
Yeah, they are using swivels for the buttons, which is really good. So you're not bending magnesium, which just feels like crap. So see these little sockets here? They're going to have pins for that. And on the back side here, there's springs to keep that button in constant contact and tension. So that's really good to see that as the fulcrum. They're sticking with this like weird up curve on the lower shell, which is interesting.
Do you have a weight?
Not yet. Bracket design, lightweight, yeah, strong structural strength +4. It's like it's a
+4 to structural strength.
D&D stat. MBS button balance system. Oh yeah, this is the pin thing I'm talking about. Yeah, so springs and pins. Yeah, dude, weight. Let's see the weight, brothers. I don't know. Is that going to be the first comment? So what's the weight then, VGN?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unpopular take. Some people do just like magnesium mice because they're more rigid, not necessarily because they're lighter. Yeah.
Guy does have Grump in his name.
Yep. Okay. Next mouse. This is just a rapid fire one. VGN F1 SE. So the F1 is already a mouse that many people know and love. There's now an SE version that comes with a 3311, and it comes in a new color. I think it's a good looking mouse. I personally would
could not be less interested.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's another bit. That's Reddit recap. Sure. I don't care. Reddit recap it. This is Jonah P from G2 using the Logitech G Pro X2 SUPERSTRIKE against Paper Rex in VCT
Cheater.
Champions. Yeah, so this was the mouse that we talked about last week. It is the haptic feedback mouse. Kind of ugly. Full-size GPX. I guess that means the Pulsar Susanto mouse is better. I don't make the rules. That's because PRX beat them.
Oh.
So the Susanto's better. I'm curious to see how many players will make the switch when it releases and what they prefer. I hope it's a step toward actual innovation, none of the gimmick. It seems interesting. I stand by. Everyone was really negative about it initially. I stand by. Yes, you can argue it's the same mouse that we've already known, but it's now more money, same shape, and heavier weight at 65 grams. I think this speaks volumes. Actually having a guy go to a tournament like Dazz, if you're gonna go in a tournament, like I know I love, for example, the Pulsar X2H. I've had wireless interference problems at work. I wouldn't take it for that reason. If you miss a shot,
see this here? It's the wire.
So for a pro player to have the confidence to use it in a tournament setting, I think that speaks volumes. I'm not trying to shill it. Be like,
Logitech show. It's Logicrap. It's overpriced.
which is so funny
Phalanges.
because I like literally Logitech is like my least used brand. I'm not even kidding. I use Aula stuff more.
You didn't go buy the 2C right away? What's wrong with you?
I'm not a reviewer. Although I did post a review this week of the ER21 ROM. Very good mouse, by the way. I will shill a mouse if it's actually good. And the ER21 is quite good. I think that's pretty much it. I did get an email from Pulsar about they have a survey, and 10 winners globally will win a mouse of their choosing. Pulsar VSPO Japan exclusive. We got more details. That was that anime show, and they had like 30 SKUs, 30 colorways.
Oh, yeah.
And we have a little bit of pad news here. The PMM S1P and C1P are now available in 500 by 500. These are ones that have dropping early October. These ones have the molten edge.
Molten edge.
Yeah. My buddy IRL, when we met up, he had a C1P and it felt nice. I'm more curious in the S1P, which is their speed. Wait, S2P. I don't know what that is. Performance Edition mouse pads. Oh, okay. Well, anyway. The Jinsoku Tenta X is now available in a 500 by 500 molten edge.
Oh, he finally did it? He got there?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I can find this on his Twitter. Do you want to try to find it?
Yeah, sure.
And while you do that, I want to bring up Matrova had a pretty cool thing on their Discord where they collabed with a person to do.
Is it for sale yet, or is it just available? Like, it's
it was announced. It was under announcements.
On the Discord?
This was it. Yeah, on their Discord.
Okay.
Shinrai. Wait, Jinsoku. Why did I say Jinsoku?
It's not 500 by 500.
Where
Shinrai is the Octogrip.
Yeah, Shinrai's Octogrip. Why did I put this in the notes then? I don't know.
Nothing about what you have in the notes matches what we see here.
Well, son of a gun.
Did you see something else?
Maybe I did. Maybe I saw something on Twitter. Well, okay. Well, on their Discord, the Shinrai is now available in a rounded edge, which is very nice. Shinrai Edgeless is what Azar is calling it. Looks like the Star Flash base, like what Matrova uses. Faster glide. Yep. Yeah, it uses the same fabric as the Shinrai, but a completely different adhesion process that changes the feel. Oh my gosh. Bro, imagine you're buying a mouse pad, and not only do you have to decide on the surface and the base, but you have to decide on the adhesive.
We've gone too far.
Yeah, he says faster glide while still keeping the control the Shinrai is known for. Still more control than Artisan Zero and Saturn Pro. Haven't finished the product page yet. This announcement is for Discord only. If you want to grab one, just send me a message or open a ticket and we'll take care of it. Wow. What a G. Yeah, I thought the Jinsoku thing, I can't believe I would have put that in the
I don't
doc
see it
as a, yeah, okay.
on
I might
Twitter,
have.
but
Maybe I'm crazy. Okay, maybe it was a typo. My bad, guys. Well, something that is cool that is not misinformation is, where is announcements? Matrova has, I could have sworn. Oh, announcement. There we go. Yeah. So Matrova has a new collab thing. This might be over by now. Our new Vane mouse pad developed with the nonprofit in collaboration with Appo, APPOH. I think reviewer. I don't know. Does this logo look familiar to you, Daz?
gameplay, commentary, montages.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's what Google says. Yeah.
Okay.
30,000 followers.
So this special version of the Vane, which is a pretty sick, I actually think it's a pretty cool, like, I'm not big onto anime stuff, but I do like the yellow, black, and white, and golden sun thing here. priced at only $10 excluding shipping, and will only be available till the end of the month. For people who ordered the default vein and did not get shipping, no, okay. Pre-orders will ship
I thought
out.
this was like super limited to like 50 units or something.
Yeah, it was. We restocked 50 units of the vein and created in collaboration with Apo. They're now available. Yeah, first batch, $10. That's cool. Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Here's the, product page. Sold out. Okay, there you go. Rip.
I got one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I happened to be on Discord when they posted it to everyone. So I was like, oh, sure. $20 shipped.
I saw it too, but yeah. The vein, Shouldoge has ones, and I tried it in person, and I was impressed with it. I remember he showed me, like, I think 3 surfaces that Matrova had that I hadn't tried, and I like the vein and the Ozy, and I thought the Rascal, I think, I'm probably misremembering it. I think it was the Ozy I was not impressed with, but the vein I remember liking, and I think the other one I liked was the Rascal? Scarlet? I forget. All right. I think that's it for, X-ray pad Kryos skates. Oops, I opened this with Tor. Did not mean to do that. There we go. X-ray pad Kryos skates. Precision crafted ultralight design with crystal inspired hollow
ESPTiger.
Yes, thank you.
Not X-ray pad. Yeah.
Thank you. I don't know. Wow. ESPTiger. So they are lighter weight skates. Okay.
I don't care. Cool.
Yeah. Same boat as you. If I wanted lightweight skates that still have a decent amount of surface area, I would go.
If I was maining one
multi-dots.
mouse, maybe I would pick this up in like an LG G 15% off sale or something. But yeah,
I don't know. ESPTiger skates are decent though.
they're good. They are good. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know. I still just think just use a bunch of dots. Yeah, I do appreciate the thought process though. Like let's make lighter weight skates but keep them big somehow. Yeah.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Okay. Reddit recap. Oh, yeah, I always forget to do the banner. I need to just have the news banner on top all the time. Okay, Reddit recap. There we go. Reddit recap. Top posts from this week. So we have one poop post. What's bro telling him? Yeah, what do you think, Daz?
I will kill you.
Shape is king.
It's a threat. It's a threat. That's funny.
Myself. Yeah. I've got old censor. You don't want me. Don't forget to say thank you, Pizzogel. I like Shape is King. That's the best one.
It's a great one. Yeah.
Yeah. What else we got going on here? Seriously, how long until established brands start going down?
Never.
Yeah, I'm sorry, never, guys. People buy what they know. Like, I'm sorry, but brand names exist for a reason. And legitimately, like, returns and being able to feel something in store. Is that it for our take, Daz?
Yeah. This got a lot of upvotes and comments because it's a controversial, in my opinion, incorrect opinion. Boardsy got his.
I saw that, yeah. I asked him which one was his favorite, and he posted this and the Sentinels next to each other. Yeah, looks nice.
No, did you tweet at him about that?
I did, yeah. I asked him what his favorite was, and yeah. Cyberpunk 77 one was dope. Yeah. The Viper V Ultimate Cyberpunk version was cool. Yeah, looks good. Glorious. We talked about that. Oh yeah, did you see this pricing error on a GPX 2C for $24?
Yeah, it was minutes late, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I actually saw the listing for $24, but I couldn't get it in my cart fast enough.
Oh wow. And apparently somebody actually got one too, and they posted.
Nice.
Yeah, they honored it. Lamzu Mice we talked about. The SUPERSTRIKE is full size GPX size. Yeah. So that was annoying because on release their webpage showed 2C dimensions, and
Rip
that just
Jakku. Yeah.
I know. And I remember people asking me what it was, and I was like, no, that's got to be a typo. No way would they release a new tech and put it in a
No. No
new
chance.
size. Yeah. We talked about that. We talked about that. Oh, this is cool. Viper V3 Pro colorway spotted. Look at this. It's the green one. We saw this. Somebody was
Radioactive
using.
green. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I love that. I love that. I
It's
love that.
blinding in this picture.
It is.
It looks great. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if it looks cheap.
It looks
Plastic.
toyish. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Monsoon GG is testing this out. Okay, I don't know who he is, but maybe I should follow him. Final Mouse Sakura's out. Yep, nobody cares. Scyrox we talked about. Found an endgame. Oh yeah, isn't this an actual mouse? Yeah, look at the scroll wheel in it.
Oh wow. Huh.
Yeah, and it's
kind of cool.
an old GTR. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I posted this meme. I'm surprised it got upvotes. I thought it was like kind of funny, and then I realized it kind of wasn't. I don't know. Best Buy normie shopper. Final Mouse out of my price range, and then Mouse Review Enlightened Jedi says Final Mouse is overpriced. And then the majority, no, Final Mouse is used by pros and has the best wireless performance they ever even released measuring tools. That's how confident they are. They were first with so many breakthroughs like paracord cables, and it comes super late structure, magnesium shell, and now carbon fiber composite. The extra cost is worth it, especially since you can scalp and resell new releases. I don't buy anything that's not honeycomb, and I'm only 4 mice away from getting the highest Discord role in their server. Anyone selling a centerpiece code, by the way?
I read this and laughed before I realized it was you. If you want
Oh,
to make
really?
yourself feel better. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Side view of the new upcoming 30-gram OP1 8K mod.
I do want to try that.
If you do, look at his. See how drippy his ultra grip coating is? You should get that and see how rubbery.
My gosh.
It looks
Yeah,
nice. Wow. Yeah, 30 grams, dude. All you're gonna feel is cable. That's impressive. More mouse post. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, this was cool. I have one of these Pulsar bungees. It's a Pulsar
like $5 or $6 on Amazon.
Yeah. Micro bungee.
$7. Okay.
Yeah, I got one on sale for I think like $6. But yeah, if you guys aren't familiar, this is an adhesive, that clear strip at the top. By the way, we have 25 live viewers. I think that's an all-time high.
Oh wow.
This is an adhesive.
Hello.
Yeah, hello all. This is an adhesive strip up here. And it is kind of one-time use. It's like super gummy, and you see the waffling in here. So the adhesive doesn't stick in its little compartment. And this is it's cupped, right? So there's like a rim. There's this black rim all the way around it. So when you go to peel it off, the adhesive stays on your monitor. You put this on the underside of your monitor. It stays there. You rip off the whole thing. Then now you're like getting in there with a credit card to scrape it off. So it does come with two, but that still is the weakest point of this product. I don't know. I'm sure they experimented with like suction cups or magnets or something, and they just decided on the adhesive. But like, bro, just throw in like 6 of the adhesives, please. I'll pay $1 more. So you can reuse the adhesive, but you just got to be careful. It's definitely harder than getting skates off is a lot easier than this. But yeah, micro bungee. It's like really easy, and the little removable thing collar here works great. It's flexible. It's rubber, so you can bend it. And if you like,
it's a good option.
Yeah, I adjusted my monitor, like got a new monitor arm and all this, and I like accidentally had this still attached, and I ripped it out because it's rubber. It didn't break. It just like it just like slid. It's not supposed to. It just like slid through though.
Yeah.
Not easily, but it does. Oh yeah, and the whole thing's on a ball bearing swivel, so it spins. Yeah, easy product recommendation. What's 4.5 stars? Yeah, I bet you all the negatives are the adhesive.
Probably.
Yeah, for $7, guys, it's worth it. But yeah, I use one of these. This is just a Logitech dongle extender that comes in a bunch of their old mice. I think that's it for Reddit recap. How are we on time? We're an hour 20 in. Was there anything else noteworthy from Reddit that I missed?
That I recall.
Okay. So many tabs. Okay. Well, why don't we bring up some retention gameplay and oh no, let's go to your YouTube and check out.
Yeah, this GPX Mini short has 24,000 views.
You guys can
From
see
less
my
than a week ago.
recommendations. Dazz Shazak and Ninjutso TEN, Crazy Internals, first ever disassembly. But let's go first to this.
Known for constant innovation, groundbreaking shapes.
I guess people enjoyed the sarcasm. This thing popped off like a short never has before for me.
It's just
Whoa.
a slightly smaller GPX.
480
Damn, they're
likes?
cooking. Premium unboxing as the mouse falls out of its little holder. Still has power.
So you've been using this for a while now. You've been liking it.
Not remotely the same. You do get a good idea.
I haven't used it in like 4 days.
Same scroll wheels.
When did this come out? 6 days ago? I used it for a couple days. I haven't
as mushy.
I thought you really liked it.
Got that same GPX.
I do really like it.
For what it's worth, a solid.
I wouldn't recommend you buy it, but I like it.
It comes
So-
in at 50.5, 49 without the puck. The shape does.
Like I said, I have a
little less potato
comedy
than
of
before.
mice
It's
just
similar
like all
to
over my
the
desk.
Walkman
I got the
small
10s and
shell.
started
Can I make
focusing
this
on
mouse?
them,
Of course
but
I could. It's a GPX Mini.
questionable
It's
decision
small
because no one seemed to
and
care about that
small
video
but
too much,
great.
but
Is Logitech
it was
too
interesting to
late
make.
party? I'd argue yes.
We'll get there in a
Is this
minute.
mouse worth $160? I'd argue
Okay.
no. Am I still gonna
So-
test
This feels like it has marginal
Sure.
improvements over the Super Light though. Like we said before, the side buttons feel a little bit less mushy, but it might just be because the shell is smaller potentially. That's why that happens. The skates do feel a little bit better. The shape's not been done before at this size though. The way they shrunk it down,
Yeah.
the other GPX minis are actually bigger than this. This is like a true mini, so
Yeah.
it feels really good in hand. But yeah,
known for constant
mini
innovation.
views.
Got that same
Yeah, you did have a good intro with the sarcasm. I thought that was a good hook.
You gotta
So-
catch them somehow. Yeah, there's 1,000 GPX mini shorts. So.
The big question is, are you gonna return / sell? Are you gonna get rid of it?
I'm gonna return it. I'm not spending this much on a mouse. You kidding me? Yeah. call me a dick. Call me a terrible person. Whatever. Yeah.
I'd argue yes. Is this mouse worth $160?
Tried it out. That's what it's for.
100%.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ninjutso is on board.
Oh, you
We
pulled
have
out
the
the
10
ruin
Air
for
front
this.
and mouse.
Nice.
First, the 10 Air, the
White
brand
and
new
blue.
Yeah, I thought the
This
color
thing
worked.
is
Yeah,
bright.
yeah.
We'll check in
Yeah.
a second. The mouse itself.
These
is
dongles are
extremely
insane.
light for
Are
how
they?
light
These
it
mice are
is.
impressive.
The coating
They
feels
both have
extremely
insanely
rubberized. It would
good
be a step up from the Sword
coating,
V12.
build
It's a
quality.
technology similar to endgame gears.
Yeah, I'm just like talking about the short right now. The
That's
skates
fine.
are the weird part. AimAdapt's review talked about them being sort of sticky and static, and I kind of agree, but I still perform okay with them. So
Yeah, wait, can
We'll
you
see.
elaborate more on that? On these hyper, what do they call them?
they said they were like a revolutionary change to skates. I don't think they are. They're very quick dynamically. You can see they're a little bit like of a off-white color here.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're very quick dynamically, but there's like a little bit of a like stick to it when you try to leave when you're going from like a standstill, basically like
Static, yeah.
changing directions and like tracking wasn't quite as smooth. I guess I threw like these just like ultra glide dots ice on here on the 10 on the non-10 air the 10 just to like compare how they feel. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I can go back and forth which one I like more. They are noticeably different in weight next to each other. It's 8 grams, 46 and 54 is what.
And it's partially because of a battery size difference, right?
Partial battery and then partial material is supposedly a little bit like more reinforced or thicker on the 10 versus the 10 Air. Both very well priced. Both come with an 8K dongle.
Yeah.
The
90
clicks
bucks.
I messed around with a lot, and I determined they feel almost similar to like Razer opticals actually in the end, which could be a positive or a negative, but like a little bit better. Which is not what I was expecting. But the latency numbers were bad in AimAdapt's video.
Huh.
Specifically with hyperclick off, it was like a 6 millisecond latency on the click, which is actually horrendous as far as comparatively. Love aim adapt, but his unit had things like he didn't love the skates. His M1 had a lot of side to side play, and then the click latency was okay and then bad. He had like one more complaint about it, and then like the overall outtake from him was like, oh, but it's a really, really good mouse. And I was like, I didn't feel like the review matched the actual like conclusion, so that was interesting. But
would you say it's a really, really good mouse?
I would, yeah. So my clicks were. He also said his clicks were as heavy as a GPX2, and like this, I said in my video, like the teardown. My 10 Air's clicks are like 20-25% lighter than a GPX2, and my 10's clicks are like that much lighter than my 10 Air, which is almost concerning QC variance, but also like so I didn't
the same switches.
Yeah, they're supposed to be the same.
And there's supposed to be some nice button technology that is like consistent, right? Like they have this little button tensioning system. Yeah, it's this little leaf spring that keeps the mouse.
Yeah, I tried to get close in my video. It would have been a lot better on this camera than my iPhone. Both of my kids are awake. Okay.
If you need to dip, just let me know.
I may need to. But what was I gonna say? My clicks aren't as heavy as his. There's not as much side to side play on my buttons. I didn't really have any issues like he did there. So they just feel really well built and really lightweight. But yeah, I will have to potentially be gone here. So.
Okay. Yeah, they have that keel structure. That's interesting to hear that the clicks are so different. That's like one of the advantages of that button tensioning system is then if there's any like warpage in the mold of the M1, M2, then that button tensioning takes it up. Yeah, anyway, yeah, I'm curious to actually hear more of his thoughts on it. I haven't watched the video, guys. Go watch Dazz GPX's video on it. It's only at 479 views. Yeah, and he actually disassembled it. I think this is his first time disassembling a mouse for a review, which is pretty interesting. And he also filmed it too, which is good to see. Yeah, I think I've always liked reviews. How do you guys feel? Do you guys feel like a review with disassembly, is that helpful? Are you just neutral about it? Do you not really care? Do you dislike it? Do you think that's like a level of care that we need to not talk about and we need to only talk about the product as I rather like it. Billy videos, whenever there's a new mouse release, I try to always find just tear down videos. And it can be tough because I don't know Chinese. For the, well, he's gone. I actually have a couple things I could do. I actually could unbox a few things that I got. Okay, wait, in chat, do you guys want to see an unboxing or do you want to know about what I was up to this past week? For the unboxing, I have a Rapoo VT3S. You guys are probably going to say the unboxing. Rapoo VT3S. You know what? No. You guys are going to hear about my week. I'm sorry. We are going to do, because I want Dazz to do Q&A.
I'm okay for now.
Oh, you're okay for now? Okay.
Daughter, stop yelling. Yes.
Okay. I was about to move into my week, but now that you're back, I can do the unboxing while you do Q&A.
Q&A for just in general.
So, yeah, I want to go to my channel, and I want to... First of all, were you done with the 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're very good. I'm enjoying them. It feels a little bit less potato than GPX. The coding is insanely good. Would recommend it so far.
The coding is insanely good.
Okay. Yeah, it's really, really good.
Like Viper V3 Pro White level?
Not quite, but close is how it feels in my hand. Yeah. Like it just sticks.
And shape is pretty much GPX?
Pretty much. I actually showed it in the video if you want to go back real quick. You can see I did like a side-by-side. It's not a full review, but I feel like it had good information. Like quick GPX shape comparison, teardown, first impressions. It's timestamped in the middle there. Or did I do it earlier? What do we got here? Oh, it's really, really early. 33 seconds. What the hell?
That's actually nice that you did that.
Go to like 40, 45 seconds. It'll be, yeah. It's pretty similar. It's not quite as tall in the front. It seems to drop off a bit quicker in the back.
I can see that. Yeah, it does.
But yeah, yep.
But like
So it's
size,
not 1-to-1, but it's direct competitor. The sides are super flat, as you can see here.
yeah, I'm just not interested.
so,
But I'm
not
glad
much
that
taper.
it's so it's like pretty much the best GPX clone probably that you've tested. Clone
If you want to
adjacent.
call it that, then yeah, I would agree. Unless you're going for on opticals, yeah.
Okay.
The side buttons are really snappy. They don't sink into the shell at all. Those little side braces inside prevent. There's zero side flex at all. Like really smart how they did that, like internal skeleton. So
Impressive for how lightweight it is for how big it is.
yeah, did not expect to be this impressed with it. So
The scroll wheel rubber looks really nice and nubby.
100%. Yep.
Yeah. Like, why is that not more normalized? How is middle mouse? Because they're supposed to have a nice new design there.
The initial pressure you need to click it is like a little stiff, maybe, but like once you get one click in, it's really spammable to like keep clicking it. So
Wow. Solid mouse.
they actually killed it. Yeah.
Hmm.
And I just opened another tab 100 times clicking that scroll wheel. Dear God.
I just wish it was a different
Oh,
shape.
no.
I don't know. I'm so over the GPX shape, but I guess it sells.
Agreed.
So
Maybe, I mean, they release one mouse every 2 years, right? So I was gonna say maybe they'll like
Yeah.
move this tech and quality into another shape soon, but I don't think so. So
yeah. So $90, dude. Is this S tier? Because click feel is kind of subjective.
if you like the click feel, I don't see why not. Big mouse, lightweight, good coating. It's just the skates, I think, were a misfire, but
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, the chats are saying that they want the
do the
Unboxing.
unboxing. Go.
So we'll do some retention gameplay. I don't know. Let me pick. I really don't know like which ones I've played and which ones I haven't. I really have no idea.
I've lost focus.
So,
I got a dip anyway, so unboxing is good.
oh, okay. Okay. Well, we'll just do the Q&A later. Well, people wanted the unboxing. I actually think I have to switch cameras for this. You guys want to see? Oh man, we're gonna do the other stream cam. This is my live stream cam. Yeah, guys, join our Discord. Join the get the. Okay, I'm gonna have to give me a moment to set this up. Join our Discord. Join the live streams role, and you'll get notifications whenever I go live. I do work at my workbench over here, which I am actively turning on my webcams for right now. So you guys will see this shortly. I'm using the Droid Cam app to use my phones as webcams because I don't understand how webcams are such crap quality in 2025. But there you guys go. So the unboxing, I received 4 mice. None of these mice. Get these out of here. These out of here. I received these 4 mice with my address already taken off the packages because I'm smart like that. There's 2, there's 3, and here is 4. And number 4 here, I don't know if this was sent to me in an error. It's a Chaos M3 Mini, which I already have. I have 2 of them. Here's mine. Then I have another one that I have listed for sale, and then I just received another one. So I don't know what's going on here. I need to check with AliExpress. Let's get to the unboxing. Which one do you guys want to see first? I kind of want to do the VT3S. That is the one that is most interesting to me. So why don't we do that guy? Yeah, we'll have the retention gameplay still going up on screen. Sure, who cares? So the VT3S, this is a Rapoo mouse. So unfortunately, you guys, over here, I can try to bring up stream chat. I don't like going over here though when for Mousecast because it's like, now this is the Phalanges stream and it's not Mousecast with Dazz, which I know a lot of you guys are here to see him. But the VT3S is an Ergo from Rapoo. There you go, there's the colorway. I got the yellow color because you know how I don't like black and white mice, and I did not get the super high-end one. I think I paid around $40-ish. So the unboxing, this is a real unboxing. You saw me cut the label, the stickers there, so this is real. This is my first time doing it. We got the Rapoo dongle with their little LED on it, which is quite nice to see. And their dongle extender thingamabob. And what else do we have in their package? I forget if they're... Oh, they do have extra skates. That's nice. Extra skates. They look nicely rounded, kind of thin. Thick charging cable. And grip tape. The grip tape looks like a pretty decent... You know how you can just tell when grip tape is going to be a grippy one, and other times it's like plasticky and it's not at all grippy, and it's like, this is anti-grip tape. So let's get to the mouse. And I'm going to try to bring up chat in my other... I just feel like I'm kind of stealing the show from Dazz in a way. But that's okay. He's not here right now. Ha ha ha. Screw Dazz. See you later. Oh, this has a decent coating. It's not like amazing, but it's solid. All right. So this is an Ergo. It is... Wow, that's light. It is using, I think, Omron mechanicals right now. They feel... Oh, I do not like Omron mechanicals. Yeah, it's a decent feeling mouse, though. So, the shape is... The left side here reminds me a bit of, like, a pretty traditional Ergo. Like a Zowie. I'll bring the ROM ER21 because I think this is a point of comparison. Let me just bring up my live chat also. So I can tell right away, I prefer the ER21's feel overall. So let's talk about, my gosh, specs, shape. I have like a list of things I'm supposed to go over. 8K hertz. 800 milliamp hour battery. PixArt 26K. So it's a 3395 or 3398, I think they call it. Omron 100 million click life. Let's check a weight. Check a weight, 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 check a weight. I'll do it without the dongle door. Okay. 54 grams without the dongle door. With the dongle door, 55 grams. And that's with an 800 milliamp hour battery in it. So talking shape, PCB is really light. Yeah, the PCBs on these Rapoo Gen 2 stuff, they're like really narrow. It's really impressive. It's just like the width of the little accent geometry here. The shape. Okay. So this is a... Feels like... You guys know what it feels like? It feels halfway between a Thorn and an ER21. So the Thorn is kind of a ball-like Ergo, as I like to call it. I'm sorry, I have this terrible grip tape on it. This is the Lamzu grip tape. It's actually not that terrible, but it looks bad. It's rather tall, kind of stubby. The sides here are somewhat vertical. I mean, there is still some curvature, but for an Ergo, they're somewhat vertical. The Rapoo, it's even more vertical on the left side here. Like, that just feels pretty straight up. So if you're a relaxed thumb person, then I think you'll rather like that. But then the right side here is... Yeah, it's also rather vertical. Does it feel a lot like the Thorn? Yeah, it does. Maybe a little bit narrower. Maybe a little bit narrower grip width than the Thorn. But it does not quite feel like an ER21 or a EC2, where this type of Ergo really likes you to grip here, which I really, really like. Yeah, this just feels more refined. And the slope on the edge here is kind of V-shaped like this. You can see the Rapoo is more vertical. It feels way more vertical in hand. The Rapoo side buttons are actually surprisingly low for an Ergo. Usually Ergos like to put their thumb buttons way the heck high up. These feel quite nice. Yeah, so talking side buttons, little bit of teeter-tottering side to side. No real shell sinking. That's actually quite nice. They did a good job there. The back one has maybe a teeny bit, but the front one is solid. Main buttons. Yeah, not really any major side to side play. What I'm kind of doing there to get that gap exposed there is I'm actually like twisting them. Middle mouse is the typical Rapoo. It's like a button switch, not a usual micro switch. Their encoders they do a good job with. I'm a fan of their encoders, and they use a grippy rubber on their wheels. The coating, I can tell it has a half decent coating. It feels thin. You know, it's not. It's definitely better than like this Lamzu. I actually think I might prefer that, but yeah, it has a coating. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10. It definitely is, you know, a coated mouse. It's not, I think, winning any awards from me. Let's see, I talked a little bit about the shape. Yeah, for me, it's just like, it feels surprisingly flat up at the front, which is something I usually don't like from ergos. I usually like my ergos to be kind of goofy shapes. So I'm kind of disappointed to see that because it's so flat right here, I just feel like my ring finger really struggles to find grip. Max version coating is better. The non-max version is uncoated unless you get the yellow like I did. The yellow has the same coating, I believe. You guys can check the AliExpress listing. But I think that's pretty much all I have for it. The skates are typical Rapoo skates, I think. Yes, they're like a heat-treated PTFE, kind of thin, some edge rounding. These are fine skates. They take a little bit of time to break in. I think the real sell with this mouse is going to be swapping out the battery. I know there's the whole 3.85 volt thing versus 3.7 volt, but if you were to swap out the battery in this, you're going to be getting the weight down to like 45, 46 grams, which is really good for an ergo. It's a medium-sized ergo. It's not a small ergo, something like an X-Lite V3 Mini. I would say it's very comparable in size to the Thorn. Oh yeah, I do prefer the Thorn shape though. Yeah, it's just a little bit too. Yeah, it's just a little bit too vertical. I think it's not as a unique of an ergo as I thought. So let's move on to the next mouse. Is the coating the same as ER or ES21? No, ER21 is a little bit better. It's similar. It feels a little bit smoother and a little bit thinner. Yeah, ER21 is better. Yeah, ER21 I would give it like an 8 out of 10 coating. This is like a 7 out of 10 coating. They're both plenty good coatings. Let's do another ergo here. This is the AUSDOM G04. So I got one in a nice Iron Man color. Oh, this is weird. I have like tape on the box that is like not. This has been opened. This has been opened. Well, I'm glad I'm doing this live on stream, so I have like I have documentation. G04 Pro. Sharp tools make great work. Okay, there you guys go. So we have grip tape, which I can already tell is the good stuff, because look at how like it kind of looks wet. And good, they sent the right color, yay! So this is, oh nice, yep, I'm on opticals in this. I got this nice here Iron Man version that's metallic red with a metallic gold accent on the scroll and side buttons. The bottom, there's the bottom of it there. You're going to check the accessories real quick. You get a big old dongle. Look at that, G04 Pro. Oh, I'm glad they actually labeled the dongle with the mouse and the brand on it too. That's actually kind of nice. The cable feels like, I'm pretty sure this has been opened before, but like the cable seems like that was done by hand. But hey, I get extra skates. I get grip tape. Sure, I'm not going to complain too much. Yeah, I honestly don't really mind getting quote-unquote used products as long as it's like not egregious, but I understand why some people would be bothered by it. Like there's no peels on the feet. Max version like the ES21 coating for me. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, my ER21, I don't know, they might have updated, ROM might have updated the ER21's coating over the ES21. My ER21 does feel better than my green ES21. So yeah, this is another ergo. This is kind of like an ROG Keras. Does anyone use an ROG Keras? I don't know anybody who does, but I guess it's an option. So this ergo, okay, I can already tell I like this more than the Rapoo. This is a pretty small ergo, so like comparing it to the Rapoo, it is a bit shorter. Something interesting is the side here. It kind of has this like bulgy. Can I get that on camera? It kind of feels bulgy here. It's interesting. This features Amron opticals, a 3395 sensor. I got this, I think, for a bit under 40 bucks. I think I spent like way below that if you factor in cash back, but I also know I'm struggling to get some of that. So shape feels kind of small potato. It's actually not too bad. I do feel like I have, yeah, I don't know, the Rapoo just ain't impressing me too much. This feels small though. Something about where I grip it far forward, I rather like. The bottom just doesn't have a whole lot of curvature at all. I guess if you do a pretty relaxed thumb, it still feels fine. The right side is like pretty straightforward. There's no big old pinky hip flare here. Something like the ES21 definitely has more of that for your pinky. Same goes with the, yeah, even the Thorn a bit. Sorry, I need to zoom out some. Amron opticals feel fine in it. They're not amazing. They're not bad. A little bit of scuff marks on this one. Oh, good, they rub out. Side to side play. Yeah, there's side to side play on these buttons. They still don't feel grindy or anything. They feel like a fine Amron optical. A bit on the lighter side. Side buttons, wow, yeah, pretty good, especially that forward button does not want to go into the shell. They do have some play within the shell. AUSDOM, they have a couple other, like, I'm pretty sure these are just like Kaisona copies. The skates are fine. Oh wait, do they have peels on the skates? I thought I felt something glossy on it. Maybe these skates, whoever just had this, maybe actually used this for a little bit. Sorry about that. My headset turns off after 15 minutes of no use, even though I'm talking into it. Good job, Razer. Yeah, I think, yeah, this is just used. The skates are just like really well broken in. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, like they're glossy. They've been like used quite a bit. Interesting. Well, I'll be doing a disassembly of this at some point. Oh yeah, scroll wheel feels kind of uninspiring. I don't know, 6 out of 10 tactility. Usual spammability. Coding, it feels like a lot of other metallic red mice. Nothing too fantastic. What is this? I have two buttons here, DPI and another button. I don't know what the other one does. Okay. Alright, I think that's... Do you guys have any questions on the AUSDOM? Let me know. I got an open box mouse. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, and then the last mouse, which is one that you guys might already... oh, wait. Let's get a weight of the AUSDOM. The AUSDOM, it does feel kind of dense, but I believe this comes with a really fat battery. Yeah, 56 grams, but I believe it comes with like a 600 milliamp hour battery. So I'm hoping to get this down to like a 47 gram weight. And I do like the shape. It's a pretty safe small ergo, I guess. It's not anything really revolutionary. I haven't used a Keras personally, but I do like, I don't know. It doesn't, you know, like something like the Thorn that has a bit of a scallop here. This really doesn't have the same level of a scallop on where the thumb goes. So that aspect I don't really like. But then I do like the right side of this more compared to something like the Thorn. Yeah. Yeah, it feels small. It feels like a small ergo. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the... Yeah, say something in chat if you have one of these guys. This is a Fantech Aria. This is an older release, but this is the Aria 2. So it's an update to the Aria. The update, I believe, was a coating, a slightly redesigned shell structure for like lighter weight and kind of less. Do they show it? Grip tape included. 33.95, 53-gram ultralight design, improved ultra grippy coating, symmetrical shape. It's actually not totally symmetrical shape if we look closely at it, but you know, I get that people classify eggs as symmetrical. So this was an early bird / coin deal. I remember it not super being like, I was like, I don't really love egg shapes, but I have wanted to try an Aria, and this came up for, I want to say like 30, like low 30-ish dollars before discount coins and everything. I'm pretty sure I got this after everything for like a very, very reasonable price, like under 25 bucks. Fantech has solid performance too. Piezogel approved. I believe he gave this one editor's choice. Go check his Aria 2 review. It does come with extra skates and dot skates, which they look just okay. They're kind of small. It's a little disappointing to see. Grip tape looks pretty grippy, kind of foamy, and somewhat thick. We have a Fantech letter from the CEO and founder, FanDP. There is the dongle. The cable is stiff and it has a decent little micro USB adapter, or sorry, USB-C adapter. So let's actually get to the mouse here. Put the box away. Yeah, Fantech does like decent stuff. Some of the stuff just seems a little bit off the mark for like enthusiast tier stuff, but I guess that's why they started up T-Evolution. So that's like one question I have for Joel, which is what's next in the pipeline for T-Evolution? Because the T-Evolution Terra was a bit of a bang. That was considered a banger. But I think we're all ready for the next thing. Especially since that was kind of a shape clone. G703 shape clone. So now it's like, okay, what's next? Another shape clone or something new and bespoke? I know it's not a clone, it's like inspired, but okay, so initial impressions. Yeah, the coating's good. Wow, the coating's actually really good. Oh, that's nice. Let me compare it to a Wise Owl. So for some reason I feel like just so many red mice have like the same kind of coating. It feels a lot like a Wise Owl. Yeah, it does. Wise Owls, look at how the Wise Owl's a little bit more red. Like alone it looks pretty vibrant, but next to the Wise Owl, oh, my camera's not doing the best job picking it up. Well, the Wise Owl is definitely more vibrant. Yeah, the coating I would say is like a Wise Owl. That's really nice. That's a really nice coating. Yeah, it's more rubbery feeling than the VT3. Like, it feels thicker. Yeah, it feels thicker. Like, something about the Rapoos, it's a good coating. It just feels thin. I guess it's good. I guess I might be being too harsh on the Rapoo. The shape. Let's compare it to a Zhaopin Z1. This is probably what you guys are most familiar with. Two egg shapes. The Aria is... oh my gosh. The same but bigger. Yeah, the Aria is the same but bigger. And here's what I'm talking about. It's not truly symmetrical because on an egg, you have this is smooth, rounded, smooth, and on this side you have a thumb groove. So, not symmetrical. Definitely just the same but bigger. Interesting though, like you look at the base, and the base looks longer on the Zhaopin, but the Aria absolutely feels bigger. It feels wider, and it feels taller. Yeah, the Aria is nice though. This is nice, I gotta say. The skates are a bit small, but that's okay. They're actually decent skates. They have a nice rounding to them. Yeah, so, clicks. A little bit hollow feeling. I just am an Omron Optical pilled boy, so I'm gonna be swapping these. Yeah, they're using Huano transparent blue shell pink dots. Just a little bit hollow sounding, and they need a little bit more post travel. So spammability suffers a little bit because it feels like you can easily bottom it out. Scroll wheel is good. I kind of wish it was located actually a bit farther forward. Something about, because of the way the egg tapers again back forward, that makes it so like it feels unnatural for me personally to grip at the widest part of a mouse. So if I grip back here, the scroll wheel feels fine. But if I grip where I like want to, where I have a little bit of thenar contact and where it starts to taper in, the scroll wheel just seems too far back. And I'm like wanting to scroll where the DPI light is. Yeah, this is actually really good coating. For some reason on the, yeah, it just feels thick. You know, it's a lot like the ROM. Yeah. It actually might be thicker than the ROMs. But like the same surface kind of rubbery smoothness. Scroll wheel is quite good. Oh yeah, that's a nice like 8 out of 10 tactility. Yeah, I just wish it was farther forward because I feel like I'm really having to curl my finger to get to it. Yeah, that's really nice. Without being loud. The scroll wheel just sounds, it doesn't have wobble to it too. Yeah, it's good. It's like a good rubber on it. Dude, this is a good, well-made mouse. Yeah. Let's check the weight. I'm gonna guess, they advertise 53 grams. That's what I'm gonna guess. I would have guessed probably around 53. A little bit back heavy. Yeah, 53 grams. A little bit back heavy. If you go in line with the sensor, yeah, it's more, yeah, weight is more in line with like the back side button, which is just below the sensor, I would say. The side buttons are thin. They do protrude a decent amount so that you can definitely locate them, but they are a little bit high up. That's something I think the Zhaopin does marginally better. Side to side wobble on the buttons. Yeah, there's some, not much. Overall, yeah, I think this is solid, dude. If you guys want an egg shape, the Aria 2, this is really good. I don't know the price difference for you guys between like the Aria 1 and the Aria 2, but the coating on the Aria 2, this is good. No, I would say this is great. I would say this is great. This is probably an 8 out of 10 coating. I think I like it a little bit more than the ROM. It also might just be warmer because I've had my hand on it a little bit longer. Look at all these beautiful mice. It's too bad ROM sent me a black one instead of a green one. I might have a Leviathan V4 coming. They did get back to me and they said that they will send it out, but also there was a typhoon recently. Did you guys hear about that? Something typhoons. So Dazz is still away and we just finished my Battlefield gameplay. So why don't we go back to the mouse cast? We have retention gameplay going. Yeah, we'll go back to the mouse cast here. And why don't I show you guys how are we doing on time? About 2 hours in. I can do a couple of Q&A. Yeah, I'll do Q&A. So, maybe a question. So, we got in our Discord, link in the description, we got a couple of people asking a couple questions about, hey, can you discuss this on the pod? And yes, first of all, please, guys, ask questions. We love to engage with you here. We have a setups channel, text channel. We'll react to your setups and collections. I actually have a couple to do this week. Let's do that first. And then we'll do some Q&A hosted by Schwamper and Mr. LKL. So first of all, these setups. From Womp Womp, who recently joined the Discord. This is so clean, dude. I love this. He used like a mount for his speakers. Like it's a little, is it a little extra? Probably, but this is so clean. And it's like color matched too. This is the kind of setup where like, I get why this would be the kind of guy who would buy a white or black mouse over a colored one. Yeah, so we have a DAC. I don't know anything about this. I don't know anything about the keyboard. I mean, not that it even matters. It's just another 60%. Probably Hall effect, judging by how hard the setup goes. Even like the mic arm. It just looks very premium, doesn't it? Even the monitor backlight he has behind it. What is this? This is a... I was going to say WLMouse because that looks like WLMouse side buttons and grip tape, but solid sides. The cutout made me think Viper Mini at first. Now here's a WLMouse dongle. Final Mouse dongle, Ninjutso or Sprime dongles, Hitscan Hyperlight dongles, Scyrox. Yeah, he got white for his Scyrox. This is a really clean dude. And he has a Star Wars vintage looking poster. Neato Burrito. Oh, dude, this guy. Okay, first of all, brother, how are we supposed to say your name? It's like a ghost looking thing. Bro, this setup is amazing. I know I commented like humidity problems. What are you talking about? You have a box fan pointed at you. You guys is Discord on like a way the heck separate monitor over to the side. Oh, poor guy does not have enough mouse space. This is a good move though. Sliding your mouse pad slightly off the desk so that you get um so that you get like a smoother arm feel. So I need to actually play my retention gameplay. Yeah. So we get a little bit of audio occasionally. Otherwise it'll turn off my headset again. His desktop background is a cat. His cat, I assume. Wait. Can we rank his desktop icons? Okay. Recycle bin, solid because you need to have it. Quake Live, interesting, old game. Kovacs, Brave browser, nice. That's what I use too. Counter-Strike 2, Geometry Dash. Oh, you guys remember Geometry Dash? I never played it. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, iTunes. What? Is iTunes still a thing? Skate, wasn't that a free game recently? No, not Geometry Dash. Not yellow or blue Cyrox is a crime. Dude, I agree, Shouldos. Left 4 Dead 2, Tmod Loader. Is that your cheat software? Gears of War Reloaded? What's Gears of War Reloaded? Halo the Master Chief Collection. Interesting. This guy has like he has like some older school games like Quake, Geometry. I mean, not that Geometry Dash is old, but interesting. And then for a keyboard, I know nothing about it. It looks like a solid keyboard. He's got a Zowie mouse. He's got wired stuff, a Cone Pro, like an older Cone. OP1 8K, is that the wire coming out of it? Wireless Zowie, here's the wireless Zowie receiver. Tmod Loader is a modding tool for Terraria, pretty fun. Okay, so you cheat in Terraria, got it. I'm kidding. He's got cases of water bottles and a pink PC case on a little roller thing. So, buddy, nice setup. You got the garbage bin too. You got the mic over here doing something. I don't know what. You got chapstick. And Sennheiser headsets. Like good gear. I don't know if the monitor's any good. But brother, clean up. Can you clean up, please? This makes me nervous that you're gonna roll over a bunch of cables. Anyway. Solid, dude. I still like it. I still like it. It's pretty. I don't like the QCK pad. Okay, you know what? No, I don't like this. I like the fan. That's the only thing I like about this. I like the fan. Zowie on a wireless Zowie on a QCK pad is such a CS2 player meta. CS2, it's like the boomer esports title because people are like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And QCK is cringe, says Shouldoge, our resident mouse reviewer. Were there other setups that I missed? Mouse hump holder by Benek. Oh yeah, Benek is in our Discord. So this is a 3D printed file he has here. So open in bamboo. Okay, it's a little mouse holder. Cool. Sure. You know, okay, so it's a little pegboard thing. Okay, you guys can check that. Why is it posted in setups? Oh, okay, because he was answering that question. I think, is this still from this week? Sure, we'll do it. Soy Putaman, Swa Putaman. Here's his setup. So he's got my live stream going. Oh, right on. Yeah, Swa, I don't know how to say your name. Soy? I'll say soy sauce. He comes and says hi quite a bit. He's pretty active in our Discord. I stole one of our subjects from this week, topics from him. So he's got a solid, it's like a 65% board, volume knob, love to see it. ATH M50s, a Focusrite audio interface, For mice, Strider, Maya X, Death Adder, IPI Float, Attack Shark R6, M7, SH01S, and an older one, a Ponage Sim. Or, what do they call it? Sim 2? I forget. That's me, Sweet X, not Soy Pataman. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Sholdos. Jeez, what would I do without you? I was gonna say, yeah, me, Sweet X. I don't know if Soy Pataman has been in. I don't know if I've seen him in streams. I feel like I have, but I know that me, Sweet X person has been in streams before. So I appreciate you saying hi. Yeah, I do disassembly live streams. Here's the Z1 Pro. That's me. There's lo-fi on a vertical monitor. Vertical monitor is not a bad idea. We got the vape juice. We got nice PC setup off to the side. Radeon GPU. Lots of fans. RGB color matched. We got the old IKEA drawer set up here and like an IKEA desk looking thing. Not bad. One recommendation, we got a JBL speaker. We got some drinks. Brother, get an LG Ultra Gear display. I don't know anything on specs, but brother, get a monitor arm. Wait a second. Because is this on a stand? Is this on a monitor arm, but your main one isn't? Bro, get a main monitor arm. You'll save all this desk space from the stupid stand that monitors have. And then you can actually move it closer to your face. So you guys can't see it, but like, this is me moving it closer to my face and then moving it farther away. It makes such a big difference. You want to be like an esports gamer with the monitor right. You want to be breathing right into it. If when you rage there isn't spittle all over your monitor's not close enough. PK Control 1 is also based. Oh yeah, that is based, dude. That's so based. It's like one of those pads that's like you want to hate it because it's cheap. And it's like it's objectively not a high quality pad by, the stitching. You'll see some dyeing inconsistencies on the edges. But the thing is, it's totally fine as a mouse pad. And like you can perform well on it. It's a rough hybrid, at least the one that I had. Although I think I think yours was smoother than mine. I like it. And then I think this was the Benek. Yeah, this was Benek's. Okay, this was his 3D printed holder thing. Did we talk about this on stream already? This is posted from, when was this posted? September 16th. Maybe we did not talk about this. He's got a solid setup here, dude. I'm going to be able to, yeah, I don't think there's anything here I don't know except for this 3D printed monster. Is that 3D printed? Whatever that monstrosity is. Dario A950 Wing WLMouse Beast X Signature Viper Mini Signature Edition 3D print mod. Is that a VGN F1 PCB? I actually have never had a VGN F1, but his battery is like off to the side. Don't know what's going on there. Piranha Mouse Mods Neo or Zen. I really want one of these. Final Mouse ULX. Maya X GPX 2. Yeah, I think a 2. I don't know some of the best ways to tell. Anyway, OP1 8Ks, IPI float, 2 fingertip mods. So is one of those an OP1, like a wireless? I don't know these PCBs. The PCBs look the same. I don't know what PCBs these are. Nice wall, bro. He's got controllers. Is that good or bad? Naga, don't know which version. It's wired. Is that a wire up at the top? But it has the buttons here. Does this make it a Trinity? Mamba, Viper Ultimate, Tens, Final Mouse, Orbital Pathfinder with his own 3D printed stuff. And then another Viper V3 Signature Edition, but he color swapped the base and stuff with 3D printed parts. That's actually pretty cool. Nicely done, dude. Oh, I think no, not the same screwdriver set. He has a tap and die set. Okay, so for tapping, maybe... Yeah, for tapping holes in 3D printed things.
Sure if QC, not sure if I don't think it's.
Sorry, just need a little bit of audio going. I feel like, should I have lo-fi going in the background while I talk? Without Dazz here, I feel like I should have background audio. Dazz is my background audio. No, I don't know. Is this playing? Sure. Okay. We'll just have some lo-fi in the background. That's a pretty solid collection, dude. And I don't know. Lacking ergos. You have like older ergos, if we want to call that. I don't know what this monstrosity is. But he has like decent. He's you can tell what kind of shape he likes here. Yeah. Kind of hourglassy, lightweight stuff. Oh, hi, dog. Yeah, she can come say hi. Hi, dog. Oh, dog, you took my... What are you doing? I know you're so happy because I'm back from my work trip that I still haven't told the live streamers about yet. Yeah, she's walking around with her. She's taking it to the bedroom. You guys want to see... Can I take a camera with me to the bedroom, or is that... You guys want to see my dog? There's a bunch of laundry on the bed. Wife says no. But the dog... Nova, come here. Come here, Nova. Come here, Nova. Come here, baby. Hi. She's so happy. She's got bubble wrap. She's so happy I'm home. I've been gone for a week. Hi, puppy. Yeah, she bonked her head. You guys can see how lovely clean my room is. I need to sell all this stuff. There's my old monitor arm. Hi, Nova. Hi, girl. Hi, girl. You want to say hi to everyone on stream? Yeah. Does that scritch feel good? Yeah. I don't know. I feel like some people are probably annoyed whenever I show my dog on stream, but then other people are like, more dog stream, please. Bye-bye. Dog seems nice. Yes, she's pretty nice. Yeah, needs more ergo. I forget what I was saying, but I do want to try a Zen, which is the Piranha mouse mod. Viper V3. I want to try it with his Ultra Grip coating. And let's go to the other bit of engagement I wanted to do, which was a Q&A. So posted by, let's go to Mousecast. So posted by, it was Mr. LKL. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mr. LKL, maybe a question for a guest episode of Mousecast. Do you think that the first mouse you used influenced your preference on mouse shapes? That is a really good question. So I will let me bring up some retention gameplay for you guys. So the very first mouse, like I would say, like actual gaming grade mouse that I used was a Logitech I bought a G500. And then I realized that I really wanted wireless. So I went back to Micro Center, returned it. Yeah, I had one of these. Returned it after, I think, only like a week. And I bought a G700. And I used this thing for like 4 years straight. I wore through. The side grips on these were actually really nice. It was like a grippy skateboard texture material. It was like not really rubberized. It was like coarse grainy, kind of like a fine grit sandpaper. It's actually really nice. So this is like an uber ergo, very high hump palm grip. So this influenced my grip into palm grip for a really long time. And then I remember going to Best Buy and getting a G502. And I really liked palm gripping this, but it was a little bit small. So then when I was playing Star Wars Battlefront, I was using this for a little bit. And I randomly saw a Razer Abyssus Mirror Edition for sale on Craigslist at an apartment complex not far from where I was living. And he was only asking, I think, $10. And I knew nothing about extra mice. All I knew is that it was cheap. And I was like, huh, I wonder if a smaller mouse would be better for whatever reason. This mouse, it's a decent shape. It's a crap design. Bending this huge fulcrum sucks. But this was the catalyst that got me into mice, was this one. Not because the shape was anything revolutionary, but because I realized, different mice, like the aim feel is different. If an aim feel is a thing, like a mouth feel to a food. Mouth. So from this, I switched to a whole bunch of stuff in Star Wars Battlefront 2015 because the game had a burst fire weapon called the EE. I've told this a million times, called the EE3. You could rapid fire it, and it was like one of the fastest TTK weapons in the game. It would rapid fire better with certain mice. So I used for a while a SteelSeries Ikari Optical. This is an uber palm grip mouse, but it's a very flat palm grip. So like, whereas the G700 is like a ball palm, the Ikari Optical is like a flat palm. You can see it even has a pinky rest here. Very comfy mouse, but yeah, very, very like wide feeling. I also used a Logitech G400 and G400S. This is another kind of wacky ergo. I still like the shape. Because it has a ledge on the ring finger. Yeah, the skate design on it was something interesting. The whole design of older mice like this were something interesting. And Seko says, I like the scroll and left and right of the G5. Logitech G5. Was that the... Yeah, okay, the original G400 shape. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know if the G400, if they did any tweaks with it, but yeah. Yeah, I'm on a Raiden Soft right now. 500 by 500 XXL. So from Star Wars Battlefront, I jumped around to a bunch of different shapes. So I wouldn't say I mained any shape until you guys want to know what like got me into like modern era shapes, because everything I've talked about has been like pretty old school. It was the Abyssus V2. I modded one of these. I wonder if I can find it on Phalanges Reddit. I modded one. Oh no way! This is me. This is from 2 years ago, not that long ago. Yeah, Abyssus Mirror Edition. Wow, I don't know where all of these are. A Phoenix Nasita. That is a wild one. Phoenix Nasita. Tech Power Up has a review. Yeah. Packaging closer exam. This is before Piezo Gal. This is Frederick S. Yeah. There's a big mouse. Yep, RIP Phoenix. No idea what happened to them. Yeah, wow, this is my old setup from 2016. This is when I played Star Wars Battlefront. I lived in a trailer with 6 other people. My modded G502 that has a bunch of replies on overclock.net. Here's the modded G400S with an MX510 shell on it. Yeah, Zowie. So this is me starting to experiment with mice. Yeah. This was around that time. This was that Abyssus Mirror Edition that I got that kind of started it all. But the mouse that, okay, if you guys really wanted to know my mouse collection, you can probably find this in my post history, or you can pause this here and read this through. Yeah, here's a list of what I mained. Yeah, the Abyssus V2 is a really good shape. It's basically a Viper Mini shape, but with more hump. Like, they really should bring back this shape. Enthusiasts would love it. I wonder if it's on Elo shapes. Have any of you guys used an Abyssus? It doesn't have any side buttons. It has rubber grips. Abyssus 2014. What does that look like? Oh, that looks about right. Sure. So then let's compare it to like a ZA13. Yeah, it's like an even smaller ZA13, but it still is like a rear hump. Yeah, the Chaos M3 Mini is similar to that. I am Telemouse. I know we're losing a lot of viewership. That's okay. The guys who are still in the stream right now, you guys are like OGs. I appreciate you all. Yeah, I would say, sorry, it's a long-winded answer. I would say the Abyssus V2 was the one that got me into it. I made this mouse for, I want to say, like 2 years. I went between this and then at work, I used a Razer Viper Ultimate. And I used, I worked at the first job I had out of college was at this startup that had like a really toxic owner. And I worked stupid hours. Absolutely stupid hours. And like frequently working till midnight kind of a thing. And I had a Viper Ultimate there, and I had a Viper Ultimate at home too. And my thought process, this was when I bought heavily into the muscle memory idea. I was spending so much time at work that when I would come home and game, I wanted to like have something feel familiar. So I bought 2 of these. I remember I paid full price for one of these, and then I think I got a second one for like $90. But yeah, the Viper Ultimate, I've always loved this shape. Viper V2 shape, always loved it. I actually ripped off the rubber side grips for mine to reduce the weight and to reduce the grip width a little bit. So yeah. But man, my clicks on this felt so grindy and crappy. I think I might have actually thrown it out. I don't throw out stuff, but I might have thrown it out. Because I mean the button wobble, it was so bad. These old Razer Gen 2 or Gen 1 opticals, whatever they were, optical ratios, oh, they get so bad after a good amount of use. Yeah. So I would say for me the ones that influenced the most, I guess they were both Razer mice, were yeah, the Viper Ultimate and the Abyssus V2. Yeah. And then after this, I went to a FinalMouse ULX Small, and that's what got me into fingertip grip, which is what I do now. So I guess I've gone through like all 3 grip styles. I fingertip now. Sometimes I have thenar contact. Maybe that makes it claw. I don't know. 20 by 10 centimeter hands, by the way. I don't know what Dazz's reply would be. I know he used a glorious Model D for a long time. And then there was another Q&A. So that was one Q&A from, again, that was from Mr. LKL. And he prefaced this with asking it to other guests on Mousecast. So I can absolutely do that. And then another question we had here was, oh yeah, my first real game, says Kemi, my first real gaming mouse was the SteelSeries Sensei Raw. Yeah, Sensei shape is good. Schwamper asked 2 questions. I would like to, if you had to main one shape for the rest of your life, what would it be? Not counting clicks or internals. Strider or Viper V3, probably. Strider would be my number 1. And then Viper V3 would be maybe number 2. So you're just talking shape, yeah. Like, I really like FinalMouse shapes. I really like the Beast X family. Ergos I just never really perform well with. There's so many Sora clones out there, and for me there's something about the WLMouse Strider where it's just like kind of a more loby Sora shape, where it's like more aggressive on some of the side curvature tapering, but then it's kind of bigger in like some other areas. I really like it. Yeah, my go-to answer is Strider. I do also really like a kind of a FineMax Noah shape. The FineMax Noah is like such a disappointment in some of the ways it feels, but I've always liked the Wise Owl Cloud. It's just a little bit too big for me to aim well with, and I do end up aiming better with a more aggressive shape like a Strider. But yeah, Viper V3, if I was some sponsored esports pro, which you can tell by the gameplay I'm absolutely not, and I had to and I could get extra money from like a Razer sponsorship if I used a Razer mouse or use a Strider, I would just take the bag of cash and use the Razer Viper V3 Pro in all tournaments. Remember, like, early on, there was, like, somebody had, like, sensor issues on their Viper? Yeah. Then the second question that Schwamper asks, favorite color or favorite design of mice? Metal, holes, PRX edition, cool colors, etc., etc. So, yeah, I've always thought that SteelSeries does a really good job with their collabs. I mean, all you have to do is just Google search SteelSeries mouse collabs. And they have done really good stuff over the years. So the Dragon Lore, this is their most recent thing that I think that came out. Here's a CS skin. Their World of Warcraft, this is really clean for their Aerox 9. What is that? Arrival 5 Destiny Edition. Yeah. There's also the Destiny. This is a cool one. Destiny. Yeah, this Destiny colorway is pretty cool. Never played Destiny. I've watched gameplay though. It looks really cool. Yeah, Rival 300 Hyper Beast. Their SteelSeries Fade. Oops, SteelSeries Fade. Yeah, this is a nice one too from the Rival 300. Remember they had customizable rubber butt plates here too. SteelSeries Phase Clan. I have one of these, an Aerox 3 Phase Clan edition. This is a cool one. Yeah, sorry, I'm just like shilling SteelSeries at the time, but it's a shame. SteelSeries legitimately does a really, really good job. Looking at my mouse wall right now. Looking at my mouse wall. Like Lamzu Fanatic stuff, just that really nice vibrant orange is solid. It's not one of my favorites. The Beast X Tempered is like okay. The stuff we saw today was just okay. I'm down with the metallic colorways that we're seeing these days. I'm super down with metallic colorways. I think metallic purple is good. The Faker stuff from Razer is good. I don't know. I don't like overly stylized stuff like the WLMouse Sword X. I don't like this. I think this is just overly styled. I do. Okay, like red and black does look good, but it is just a little bit too much. I don't know. Do you guys have any things in chat that you're like, oh my gosh, how is he not talking about this? I think also scroll wheel, so like Incot 029. Scroll wheel can make a big difference too. Like, look at this. This is otherwise just kind of a, I don't want to say bland, like two-dimensional feeling mouse colorway, but then the scroll wheel coloring just gives it a bit more flair. Yeah. I really need to use my 029 more. I used probably the collab mouse that I have the most time on because I used it at work, which is kind of a cop-out. But it is the Acid Rewind X2H, which I really, really like in renders. In person, it just, I don't know, my unit has a little bit of creaking. Maybe that's from so much use. And then also just the wireless interference has been such a shame for me. The X2H is like also a mainable shape for me. Yeah, I don't know. The wireless interference, I like haven't used it since. It's such a shame. I like that they went with they did a write-up on why they chose Acid Rewind and what they did here. And what it basically is they took inspiration from other retro gaming consoles like N64s and stuff for the transparent and neon. And they called it Acid Rewind because the name, acid, green plus rewind as in retro. So I guess I can get behind, what I'll say is, I'm not like, okay, sure, the Pulsar 10s I think is really cool because they did a transparent red base, which I think is quite unique. But I don't want to say that any given one is my favorite. I love yellow mice. I love green mice. I don't know, gun to my head, I had to pick something. Something SteelSeries, sure. SteelSeries. Series Black Ice. Oh, look, this is me. Like their green is really good. Their Destiny is good. Their Black Ice stuff is really, really cool. Like, gun to my head, I had to pick something. I'd maybe pick SteelSeries Rival Fade. I'd maybe pick the Rival Fade or maybe the Hyper Beast, just because those are like right when I was getting into mice, so they're kind of nostalgic, I guess. But I don't think they are the best. They're just, I guess, nostalgic for me. Yeah. I am glad to see that fun colors are getting normalized now, though, and it's not just white and black releases. I think mouse manufacturers are realizing they can make extra money because we're all suckers who will spend extra money for a stupid collab. I don't know. Look at Pulsar's doing that. It's $10 more, right? Pulsar Crazy Light collab. They're doing that with the Crazy Lights. They're $10 more for the random Frank P, for the T1. Yeah, the Boardsy, this is a cool one. I sort of regret selling mine. I sort of don't. I don't know. Metallic gold. We're seeing a lot of metallic gold in 2025. I like that trend. Like M-Chose K7. M-Chose K7, it looks pretty solid. Yeah, I have a red one inbound. The white and gold is such a good. I love how gaudy it is. I love that. Yeah. I think everyone knows my answer. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's it for the show then, guys. I don't. Oh man, Daz isn't here to say his final thing. I can't end the stream until Daz says the thing, and you guys know what the thing is. I'll give him. We're at 2 hours and 30 minutes now. I should end it here. I'll double check my doc and see if I have anything else. Greatest collab of all time was just this thread. I don't think this Viper V3 Pikachu is the greatest collab of all time. I think it's very cool. I do respect that they changed the logo to a Pikachu tail. That is pretty cool lore. I like that they went with like a metallic yellow. That's actually an underappreciated thing, guys. If they just went with a flat yellow, this would probably look really cheap. Yeah. Like, that's a trend on cars these days. Oh, wait a second. I can ramble about something else, speaking of cars. I don't know, car paint matte, where they're like flat. So if you guys noticed, it's a trend nowadays. Not so much matte, but like manufacturer. They are doing colors no flake without any metallic flake. Yeah, like these. So it's just I mean, they're high gloss, which looks really nice, but there's no metallic flake. My prediction is we're gonna look back in like 20 years at these kinds of car colors, and we're gonna be like, oh wow, that is so 2020s. Yeah. Like you see it on off-roady stuff. I don't know, maybe it's here to stay. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But speaking of paint colors, I want to tell you guys where I was at this past week and why the Mousecast was a little discombobulated this week. Or at least I thought it was. Maybe it was fine for you guys. I got some pictures to share. So here I am. This is actually kind of cool. So here I am at the plant I was at is... Boom. We're going to look up Ford Avon Lake. And there you go. Yeah, so this is where oh wait, this is not the facility. That's the new building. This is the old building. Yeah, anyway, these exhaust stacks is where I was at because I was working in the paint shop. But yeah, okay, there's the rooftop. Sure. This is a video? Cool. We like videos. It's a little bit more engaging. So my company was performing some work here, so I was sent down to help out. I'm actually in an R&D type role, but it was all hands on deck because the company was behind. Even my supervisor, who's the R&D manager, has been down there for like 4 weeks because, again, they just need all help that they can get. Okay, yeah, this is actually the road I took in. I don't know why they're flying their drone over the retention pond, but okay. So, oh wow, this is before they just broke ground on this new facility. So they're going to be building, I don't know, they said EV vehicle or battery manufacturing plant is going here. And then the existing plant, which is where all of our work is in, this is the old plant. So Ford Avon Lake, it's where Ford makes the F-250 and bigger vehicles. So we saw some completed units parked. Yeah. So all of these, this is what they build here. So you have like, I don't know, red, yellow, sure. Yeah, you know, kind of commercial vehicles. They'll make them into box trucks or ambulances or, you know, car haulers, etc. Work vehicles. Please like and subscribe. So yeah, all of our work was here. Our trailer, yeah, our trailer's right there. Yeah, this grayish trailer. That trailer is kind of like your home base, more or less. You know, the sludge pit. So the way I walked into the plant from the trailer was right around through their sludge system here and then up through. Yeah. Anyway, so that picture that I show right here, I am taking airflow readings on the roof at this stack. That is in this picture or in this video here. Oh, they've cut them down. That exhaust stack is this. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one right here. All right, where my mouse is. That one right there. But I guess they removed. Right, am I smoking something? No. So the exhaust stacks are just because in painting a car, you have like a lot of air moving around. So I do want to say, okay, it's not a Phalanges episode without like a little bit of overly technical explanation that maybe you guys can click off for. I don't really care because I'm going to tell you anyway. So what I was doing is I needed to take the airflow that's coming out of this tube here, okay? And the problem is when you take measurement of an airflow, I'm using what's called a pitot tube. It's spelled pitot tube. Pitot. You'll hear like aircraft aviation people talk about it, like, oh, the plane crashed because the pitot tube froze over. So a pitot tube, it's just I won't get into the details. It's a little probe that measures a pressure differential, and from that you can extrapolate a flow rate. So the problem is when you're measuring the flow rate inside of this, you can't just stick a probe in one spot and get a number and there you go. The reason being that you have a flow gradient around it. So for example, look at a river. Hang on. Let's do a live. Wait a second. Hey, wait a second. River. Can I just search river flow calm? I wonder if I can do calm. Like not an AI garbage thing. Here we go. Sure. Okay. So guys, where is the flow the fastest in a river? If I wanted to measure the flow of water going through this river, where do I stick it? Do I stick it in the middle? Because that's just like the midpoint? No. Because the middle of the river is actually where you have the fastest flow, in theory. Let's assume like a smooth river. Where you have the slowest flow is look at how much slower the flow is along the edges, because you have friction against the shore. So the middle is actually the fastest. You need to do the same thing when you're measuring flow inside of this thingamajig here. So what I do is I have to take multiple readings. And this is just a chart showing how I take multiple readings. You do kind of a plus shape. Anyway. Yep. So these are just exhaust stacks. Yeah, that's all. Anyway, that's me doing my job. So I was gone for a week doing that. Lots of flow readings and then fixing things when they weren't adding up. And yeah, I don't know. What do you guys do for work? I don't know. I like talking about my job because it's technical, and anytime you have something technical, I don't know. Maybe that's something I take for granted. I don't think I could do like a service job. Like, so my wife's a physical therapist, and so you're just seeing like, your job is just, you're going to see, 10 patients this day, 8 the next day, etc. And I guess that's cool because there's like some consistency to, there's some consistency to like, I don't know, the pacing of your day, and it's, people based rather than being project based. So maybe if you like connecting with people, that's really good. But being in like an engineering type field, what's fun about it is because it's so technically, you can go super in depth with anything. Like I just talked about using a pitot tube to measure flow in a thing, and that's like I'm not even getting into the 8 different pitot tube offset coefficients you can use. And I just showed some. What did I show? I showed. Oh yeah, this log chef. I used his his Russian dude or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys do for work? Do you guys do anything super technical? I should probably be ending the stream here soon. I thought I was going to end it, but I'm so bad at like actually pacing things. Huge factory, yeah, they produce, it's a big plant. I know, so manufacturing production, so vehicle manufacturing, something that kind of blows people's minds is it's 3 buildings and they're all connected and it's the same conveyor pretty much. So a production facility will be let me just show you guys. What's a good example? I don't know. Let's go back to Fort Oakville, Ontario. This is another plant that I spent some time at. Sure. Not the best picture, but well, whatever. Yeah, so it'll be okay. So here you go. So you'll have I actually don't know what all these buildings are. We're just going to pretend. This has a lot of exhaust sticks. This looks like this is probably a paint shop. So how it usually works is, and this tunnel here, that's not for people. That's actually a conveyor with the vehicle bodies. So let's just pretend this is This is a huge stack, though. This is probably also paint shop. I don't know if they're doing eco in a different facility. Well, anyway, let's just pretend. Let's just pretend. What will happen is all the body panels will be welded. Automotive welding manufacturing. Like, you'll see all the robots doing this. Okay, so one building will be a bunch of this. Okay, and that same conveyor carries the car to the next facility, which is the automotive paint facility. Automotive paint manufacturing. Yeah. Same assembly line. And then the final assembly line will be like Ford Dearborn F-150 General Assembly. Then the final conveyor, the final building, again, same conveyor line will be what's called general assembly, which is where you install the headlights, you install the windshield wipers, you install the wheels and all that stuff, put it all together. And it's all more or less the same assembly line. So they'll usually call it in jobs per hour. So like a pretty high production rate facility is like 60 jobs per hour, meaning one vehicle every minute. So yeah, automotive production, it's like at a scale, you know, it's like we like to criticize mouse manufacturers. Oh, it took them, you know, 2 years to develop this product. Rather, like cars are like 7 years probably. I don't know. I guess that makes 2 years for a mouse sound pretty long too. But yeah, my point is that manufacturing, anytime you are mass producing anything, things take so much more time. So much more time. I mean, just, okay, let's imagine, what's something that you guys like making, huh? Do any of you guys like soldering or, I don't know, make freaking, you know what we can all relate to? You guys ever make snowflakes in like kindergarten, you know? You fold the piece of paper like 4 times and you cut it with scissors, then you make a snowflake, okay? Like, imagine you have somebody who's like, okay, can you make me 5 of them? And you're like, sure. You just go get some scissors and some paper. Well, what if you had somebody who was like, okay, can you make me 500,000 every month? And that's a totally different conversation. Now it's like, one option is, sure, one option I guess technically is you could just hire a whole bunch of people and buy a whole bunch of scissors and everything, but that might not be very cost effective. So now you're looking at like, well, can I have just a machine that folds all the papers, and then another machine that just chunks, you know, cuts all the cuts in like one situation. And now if you do that, then you need to like buy the tooling. You need to, oh, you know, it goes to cut it, but then it's a little bit off, and you need to tweak it. Yada yada. Point is, yeah, anytime you need to mass produce something, it takes so much more time and effort. So give mouse manufacturers a little bit of grace, especially like when I talked to the Flickfire guy. I was surprised to learn, yes, it's an OEM shell, but he said that they changed every single mold. They changed the mold for every single plastic part. Yeah, that's impressive for a mouse that, like, I don't know, in my mind, it's like still not at all worth its price. I've had mine because I bought mine for like $50, $55, and I was like, oh, what a steal! It's a $130 mouse. Fortnite hype. And I like bought it and immediately listed it pretty much after doing my Reddit review. And I've had it listed for $70 and it's not selling. It's not selling, guys. I've gotten an offer for $30 and an offer for $40 for it. So that just goes to show how poorly priced that product is. It's like the Corsair M75 Air that launched at like $150, and then it instantly, like 6 months later, it's on Amazon for like $45. Yeah, that's how you can tell something is mispriced. Yeah. Yeah, manufacturing's cool. There's a quote from, I don't know, love him or hate him, Elon Musk. He says, what is it? Elon Musk, manufacturing is underrated. Yeah, there's a like a off the cuff comment he makes, which is manufacturing is underrated, design is overrated. And I definitely agree with that. People really like to talk big on design, you know, how something looks, how something feels, but they don't think about, you know, for example, WLMouse. We just talked about WLMouse, the Huan, right? The WLMouse Huan. Hey, here's more pictures, by the way. RGB is coming back. Look at that scroll wheel. So, for example, design, you could come up with a million different ways to paint this, right? We saw that with the design competition, but they had the fine print saying subject to, the winner will try to make it, but subject to manufacturability. Because remember, you can come up with a million designs, but if you can't make it, and again, make it in terms of, I'm not talking about paying some dude to hand paint all of these, because WLMouse is probably shipping, tens of thousands of these a month. Well, maybe not that many. I really don't know how many WLMouse ships, but yeah, you're not paying somebody to hand. Oh, okay, that's how they do it. Interesting. So like, how do you achieve this on a mass production scale? So like a designer, sure, designer can, okay, getting back to the Elon Musk quote, the designer can say, yes, cool, let's do star sprinkles on a pink fade colorway. But the person working in manufacturing is like, okay, how do we actually make that work? A lot of this little dots that you see, an easy way to do that by hand is you just dip a paintbrush in white and you just flick it. You just bend back the bristles and flick it. But then how do you do the stars here? Do you mask it and then remove the masking? Do you like coat the mouse where there's certain spots that like have a hydrophobic little bit so the paint doesn't dry there? I honestly, off the top of my head, I don't know how you do this. Is it like a vinyl decal? Is it a masking process? Anytime you have a masking process, it's rather labor intensive. Like, I know what you guys want to know one. Dirt EcoJet. So one company in kind of in the same space as my company is this. So have you guys noticed a trend with a lot of cars these days has been Ford Bronco Sport. A lot of cars these days are two-tone. So let's ignore the plastic bumper pieces that are not painted. The blue here and then the black roof, okay? And this black everything is not, like, some of it's plastic, but a lot of it's painted. So how do you do that? In an automotive production facility, I'm not kidding you, they mask it. They use masking tape. They'll have robots that will come and they'll have a gap in the robots where there's actual people, and those people apply usually pre-cut masking tape adhesive things that go on. And then the robot paints them, and then it goes on to the next station where there's more people who literally remove those. That's it. Like automotive paint manufacturing masking. I wonder if I can even see. Yeah, this is like body shop. This is not high production volume. What I'm talking is like high production volume, not this one-off kind of stuff. Anyway, yeah. So that's how that's done. So there are innovations like this, which is like an inkjet printer. Okay, yeah, this is who really cares. Yeah, there you go. So this company called Dur is a German company, and they're a decently large company. Okay, here's Tobias. Hello, Tobias. Thank you very much. And so he's showing how, yeah, with this like robot. So instead of having to pay somebody to like sit there and mask things off, here's a very custom hood. So I believe Dur was doing the BMW M3 paint. I wonder if I can find this. Oh yeah, this was freaking cool. Yeah, look at this. Here we go. This is much cooler. So this is a BMW M3. It's a sport coupe. It's actually a very cool car. And yeah, so instead of like masking a stencil, a robot does it all, which is really cool. But it uses like an inkjet looking print head. Think like a comb, like what you use for brushing your hair, but each one of those comb bristles is instead an inkjet nozzle. But the amount of engineering that goes into actually making that. Like, look at this, dude. It's friggin' freehanding this. Well, it's programmed, but imagine somebody freehanding that. So I believe the BMW M3, or this is already M4 because it's a two-door coupe. I believe, and see how it's kind of going on like an XY, like it's a printer, XY axis, right? But you do have a Z height, which is probably critical for the paint adhesion. When you order a BMW M4, I'm pretty sure you can customize these colors, and that would be incredibly labor intensive if it was like people doing it by hand. Does this do something on the trunk here too? Oh, it's like another thing on the trunk. Yeah. Even the real time's impressive. And they didn't even like mask it. That's crazy that they didn't even mask off the sides. Okay. Yeah, manufacturing is underrated. Design's overrated. I think we need to call it there. It's 1:47. I don't know if Dazz is still awake or alive even. I'm gonna check in with him, hopefully. But let's go back to the thing here. Yes, thank you all for listening. Like and share the video. It helps the algorithm. Seriously, like and share the video, or dislike it if you hate us. If you have a question and want to submit a discussion topic, YouTube comments are a great place, but even better is our Discord, and you can @ me in the Mousecast chat. Link in the description. We'll be back next Friday with another episode. See ya.